Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Adventures host. You do that on purpose, Big, don't you? You wait until...
I wait till you start.
Welcome to this week's episode of Shadowrun. I'm just making sure that everybody's in their box and everybody is round the right way. Do you like the new rotating image in the middle? As I talk, can you see it slowly rotating around?
Oh yes.
Yeah, give it a bit of atmosphere.
It's a host.
Thank you, Longshanks. EPG. I'm going to try to put your EPG onto everything now, Longshanks. EPG.
Thank you.
So yeah, anyway, welcome to this week's adventure of Shadowrun. We are back and we have three characters. We have Longshanks EPG back with us today, playing a new character. I'm actually going to meet up with some friends alongside my boyfriend, and we're going to be playing paper. No, excellent. Fantastic, Moon Sphinx. Enjoy. So tonight we're going to carry on from the last episode of Shadowrun, and we're going to put Longshanks EPG's character Carrot is going to slip in there, so he actually can play tonight and hopefully stay with us on to the rest of the adventure. So before we go anywhere else, I am going to get the players to introduce themselves, and then we are going to run the intro. So, Chugga, who are you playing tonight?
Tonight in Wills, I am playing FaZe, the Decker. FaZe is a human. He's completely bald. Any visible skin you see is covered in tattoos of various designs.
Sorry, this is the same intro as last time. Have you not?
It's not.
Oh, right, okay then, okay.
He's a skilled Decker whose abilities are unfortunately held back by his somewhat basic cyber deck, which he has named Vic. When FaZe enters the Matrix and becomes one with the digital world, his persona takes the form of a blue, translucent humanoid, very muscular, with eyes that glow with electricity. His skin, covered in tattoos in the mundane world, is now covered with circuitry that almost seems to occasionally pulse with power. His Matrix mark, were you ever to see it, is a glowing triangle which seems to be made up from circuitry. Each vertices of the triangle has pinpoints of bright blue light. That's FaZe, the Decker.
Excellent, well done. Okay, Billy Bob.
Thank you.
Big Beastie, who are you playing?
Okay, I play. Excuse me. I play Billy Bob, who is an orc. He's an ex-soldier that's kind of got forced out through his injuries, and now he's living rough on the streets. He's the tank of the group, so let's see how he does in this journey tonight.
Fantastic. And finally, Longshanks EPG.
Hi guys, I'm Longshanks. First of all, great to be back. I've missed this. Sorry, EPG.
Thank you.
I've missed this so much. It's been ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about my character because it's a surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Here we go. So, guys, before I give you the rundown of the adventure, let me run the intro to this session.
Oh.
Nobody can hear me, but you can now. Okay, then. So, yes, so let me just give you a quick rundown of what's been happening. So, the group of runners have been hired by their usual Mr. Johnson to find a missing person called... Name of missing person, please, guys?
Chi Yang.
Chi Yang, okay, and he went missing for about 2 weeks, and they headed off to various parts of the near to metro, almost like in the middle class area of the town where they live, rather than the south side. And they went into his apartment, and I think you actually stole his deck. Is that right? Borrowed his deck, and if I could also say as well that you left somebody that you don't know who it was tied up in the bathroom.
It was a cleaner.
Right, and tied up in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay then. So yeah, I remember that clearly now. And then
he may or may not be comfy.
He may or may not be dead. Yeah. And then you went off and you infiltrated Chi Yang's personal office, and you managed to find some information there, mainly to do with 80s films or 90 films, and then you managed to put 2 and 2 together, and you headed off to a place that he frequents on most evenings at 8 o'clock, called...
Ugly Coyote.
The Ugly Coyote. And while you were there, I think... Billy Bob, you indulged in some alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, some snake bite, was it?
Well, something like that. Yes, I actually had something floating in it, I think. Yeah, snake venom or something like that. And
Just
then
a little worm or something.
And then you went round and you met. What lead did you get from there? What was the lead?
We got the lead about Loopy Lou, whose real name is Lucy Lou.
Yeah.
Who is one of the barmaid here, who sounds like she's shacking up with Chi Yang.
Brilliant.
And
we
according to the various sources,
well,
which actually cost us, I mean, the information that we found out cost us more than a small apartment is to rent for a month.
Yeah.
Is that she's at a trailer park.
Right. And just as you were about to leave, FaZe, you got a weird sensation down your back, almost like that feeling as if somebody walked over your grave. And it was at that point that some people entered the bar, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3 Firebirds.
Yeah, and you knew there were a Firebird gang and you've had some dealings with the Firebird gang beforehand, haven't you?
No.
Billy
I
Bob
did.
has, yeah. And they recognise Billy Bob quite quickly, and you recognise them as Firebirds because of the tattoo that they have branded on their chest.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to transport you to the Ugly Coyote, and then you can position your characters because you haven't seen this map. Just to let you know, it looks a bit grey because of the darkness of the light.
There's no need to make excuses. Okay. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Just so you know. Okay, so you should now.
Oh, that looks grey.
You should now see the sheet.
Oh, that's very grey.
So you should be able to see the door here.
And then I need to zoom out a bit.
It's you said that this place is pretty crowded, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the door is did you say 2 or 3 bouncers?
Outside there was a bouncer, one bouncer.
A bouncer.
Yeah, that I think you got by. How did you get past the bouncer?
We queued.
You queued, that was it.
Yeah.
You used all your powers of persuasion.
And queued for 2 hours.
And managed to get in.
But that's because I don't have my cyber deck with me.
Yeah, that is correct. And then you headed off into the bar. So there is the nightclub.
I'm going to be in trouble. Those little dots, I was on my wrong thing, me Bobby, again. So you just need to get rid of those by the door. That's a door, isn't it, there?
Oh, right. I
Yeah.
see what you mean. These.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me just get to the right layers. There you go.
That's it. Thank you. Now, if I remember correctly, there's another door
There is.
Yeah.
behind the bar.
Behind
It's
the bar, and it's actually
Staff only.
Yeah, it's actually, if I ping the map whereabouts it is, and then you'll be able to get some indication. Can you see here? There's sort of like 2 bits. I'll actually draw it on for you so you can.
Are you pinging now?
No, I'm going to draw.
Right.
I'm actually going to draw the door on for you so you can
Okay.
see it. Can you
There's no
see?
need to do it in 3D or anything. Just normal would be fine.
So if I just put this onto the map player, you should be able to see it now.
It's a nice, yeah. It's a nice door.
okay. I thought
Okay.
it was over here, like on this side.
I thought the place was bigger. No, it was behind the.
Okay, yes, the place is now bigger. There you go. And so are you. So
Right. So we're positioned. Where are they? Because
Right.
they've just come through the door, haven't they?
correct. So if you're all happy whereabouts you are, I will.
No,
Hang on.
No,
because we were going out, weren't
Yeah.
we?
we were. Yeah.
Well, hang on. If I make them appear, and then
Right.
you'll be able to see where they are.
All right. Yeah, I'm here.
Wow.
They're very good, those.
Thank you.
What?
Look, I've worked on the map this week.
I can tell. You've done a lot of grey
Right,
shading.
yeah, so the actual way round you are more likely to be. Billy Bob, you would have to be about there because of the encounter that happened last
Yeah.
time. So, FaZe, you don't actually need to be right next to him if you don't want to be.
But yeah, I mean, we were walking out, so
Yeah,
I would have been close to him, if you see what I mean, because
that's absolutely
you know,
fine.
we're like a couple. We probably were talking about the information that we had got and where we were going to be heading.
Yeah. And Carrot, you can place yourself where you would like to be.
Ooh. I'm going to place myself in one of the booths over there somewhere.
Okay, now I just need to zoom out a bit to make sure that you all actually on the map, and then so everybody can see it. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's do that. Okay, I'm just making sure that you're all on the actual screen there. Okay, I'm going to give you a brief prelim. Just as this happens, FaZe, you suddenly get a message that flashes up on via your comm link, and it's from Mr. Johnson, and
To Troll Johnson.
yeah, to Troll Johnson. It flashes up as a text message across your screen. Are you Cyber Eyes?
Yeah, retinal modification there rather than proper cyber
you
eyes.
see it flash up as an urgent text message to you, and it says provide sent along magic support, and then it says he is with you now,
Okay.
and that's what it says. Okay.
Cool.
And we're going straight into it.
Yeah, in 2 seconds, I just need to do one thing before you set off.
Can I forward the message to Billy Bob, or do I need to wait until it's a free action?
I'm just.
Who are you typing to?
I just wanted to make sure that somebody was aware. Okay. So yes, you can do your free action, and then we'll go straight into some initiatives, and then we'll be aware. Oh, wait, now hang on a minute, because I've just forgotten something. Yeah,
It's D&D.
Dun, dun, dun.
I've just forgotten something because I know how much you love this.
Oh, the music. I knew it.
Oh no! I can't concentrate with music. That's it. My head's gone.
I'll turn it down for you. It's atmospheric. Okay then.
It is.
So
You can have it on a bit.
Have I put it on a bit?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
fine.
good.
Just pull it on. Don't detract from your stream. So I'll forward the exact same message so that it goes under Billy Bob's.
Yeah. Okay then. So Billy Bob, you are also aware that magical support is Mr. Johnson, Two Troll Johnson, has provided magical support for you. Okay, guys,
Okay.
let's have some yummy initiatives.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget to click on your characters first.
Longshanks, if you do characters as well, then I know.
Roger.
I was expecting more, Billy Bob.
$18.
Oh, I only got a 7. Excellent. So, so just to remind you, it's a double pass, so you're not playing D&D. So, Billy Bob, you'll go on 18, and then you'll go on 8. So you'll actually get 2 actions before before anybody else actually before the Firebirds react at all. The Carrot, why have I got 0 down as your?
That's what it came up as when I did it.
You need to put 0 in the second
Oh, okay.
initiative box, otherwise it will come up as an error, or just roll a 0.
Yes, you have no initiative. Ah, that's better.
Oh, wow.
Excellent. Who has the highest reaction out of Carrot and FaZe?
My reaction is 140.
No, it's not.
No, it's 3.
1,000,001. No, it's 4.
4. So Carrot, you'll actually, as it says there, it's ordered you correctly.
Okay.
Okay. FaZe, pack it in.
Sorry.
He's dancing.
Okay. Billy Bob, you are up. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm gonna say to FaZe, just keep walking, keep walking out, because they don't know him.
You might have given it away just by saying that they're people.
Yeah, but it's crowded. The music's loud.
Okay, that's a nice free action. You can say that. What would you like to do with your action?
I'm just gonna keep walking. Also,
Remember, at the end of they actually have recognised you. That was made clear at the end of. And if you remember from the last adventure, and it's always worth going back and watching it again. They actually put their hands towards their
Guns.
what appeared to be like shoulder holsters.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna stop. And
Hammer time. Sorry.
yeah. I'm gonna back up slowly.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and move to about here.
Okay. There's nobody in that seat in front of you, by the way. just so you know.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay then. So next up, Carrot, you are Billy Bob. It'll be your round again because you probably have the biggest reaction out of everybody. I would have thought.
All right. Then what I will do is I will react to how they move. So if they pull out their guns, I'm going to scream out, "They've got guns! Run!" And hopefully the crowd, they get knocked about, and I'll be able to slide off the back way.
Okay then, Carrot, you're up.
I don't know what to do. I've got two things I could do.
That's more than FaZe has got.
You'll be surprised.
I think I will be, actually.
I'm just going to ask a question.
Yeah.
Is this one of the things?
Before my action. Would I be able to tell which one's like the leader out of the three?
You
where I am?
You probably think the one walking in the front.
Okay.
He was the one who he sort of like marched in with the other two on either side of him. So you would have your immediate reaction is that this guy at the front is probably the leader.
Okay. The second thing I was going to say, are there like people in between me and them and
we
the
will
other two, and then
we will assume that there are people milling around, but for the argument of this, if you're casting anything or shooting anything from a distance, so Billy Bob and FaZe, you'll be fine. But anybody, if you're further away, then you'll get either -1 dice or -2 dice, depending on the distance. So, for example, if somebody was right the way over here and firing across the room, then you would get something like -3 die because to actually hit them, and if you missed, then likely HUD you would hit somebody else.
Okay.
So from your distance, you're probably looking at. It depends what you want to do, whether or not you want to fire or spell cast.
It's going to be a spell cast, but it's just I've got a choice between two. I can't decide whether I'm going to try and distract. Well, I'm distracting them essentially. That's the idea. But I can't decide whether I'm going to try and like manipulate the leader to tell them to go out or pretend that there's something else happening.
Completely up to you.
All right, I am. So FaZe and Billy Bob, they're not surrounded by other people, like other customers. Well, essentially, that's what I wanted to know.
Currently, there's people milling around the whole club. So, now and again, if I use the ruler, now and again, somebody might move across here, but there's nobody sort of like moving around this area because there's obviously some kind of a standoff, but there'd be people moving here, people moving there, people moving here.
In that case, I'm going to cast Trid Phantasm and sort of like create the shape of a couple of bouncers walking towards the Firebirds from sort of like that direction. Well, a bouncer, sorry, walking towards the group from that direction.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, blimey, what force? I'm going to do a force. Cool, there you go.
Ooh.
4 successes.
What force were you putting behind it?
It was force 4.
Force 4. So you've resisted the the drain. Brilliant. Okay, thank you. So what are you making these bouncers do?
Well, the bouncers were they were going to be walking towards sort of like menacingly as if we're going to chuck you out type attitude, body language towards the Firebirds from sort of like the bar direction.
Got ya. So we'll make these zombies
And now would be a good time to scream, "We've got guns!"
Okay, so these are your two. These are your. I'm going to give them across to you, Carrot.
Brilliant.
So you should have control of them both.
Cool.
Yep.
I've moved them where I want them.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm going to message
By
using a free action. Yeah. Message. I'm assuming I've got contact with both FaZe and Billy Bob from Johnson.
No.
No, I haven't. Okay. In that case, that's what I'm going to do.
Mainly because FaZe's their network is protected.
Okay.
And Mr. Johnson wouldn't give out FaZe's number because
That's fine.
you know. Okay, so next up is you, FaZe.
I'm going to turn around and head
Free
towards,
action.
head towards the rear of the ugly coyote. I'm not going to be able to run because of how it is, people walking around, and not only that, I don't want to draw too much attention to myself. But I am going to try to put other bodies in between me and these three.
Yeah, cool. Whereabouts would you like to get to?
I can get up to the door.
Yeah. Okay.
That's normal movement. That's my running is 8, so my walking is 4. So
cool. Can I please remind you that behind there is a barman? Can you remember he was flipping the bottles, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Okay, so
can I use a free action as well?
Yeah, by all means.
Is there any fire alarms that I can see?
Make a perception roll.
Perception 8. Boom. Oh, you want 5? I can see them all over.
There are a couple.
I want to head towards one.
Hang on a minute. Let me tell you where they are. And the reason this would actually not be a free action because it would take a long amount of time to sort of like turn around. So it's likely to be your action for today. And I'm also thinking that you'll probably augment reality with them as well to get the exact location because it's quite a crowded room, and that's why I'm giving you the location. So I'm going to draw.
Don't forget, I don't have my cyber deck with me.
All right, so I'll just put on the ones that you can see from where you are at the present moment in time. So there's one here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, and you can also see that there's one here just on the edge of the dance floor, as if it could be pressed by the DJ if need be. Right.
Okay.
Okay. So that's your thing gone now completely. So this is the Firebird's action now. So this guy draws his weapon. These guys move over to intercept your bouncers, Carrot, and they actually say they turn around to your bouncers and say, "Stay out of this. This is Firebird business." And this guy draws his weapon, Billy Bob, so you get your shot off before I actually fire.
Billy Bob doesn't have a gun, so he won't.
I don't have my gun, but
right.
I will chuck the chair at him.
Big B picks us up a table and just throws.
Just go kaboom, kaboom.
Okay, so in which case then I am going first with my attack. So let's just set up my dice roll here so I've got it. So because I'm not playing D&D. We have got.
What was your delay action, Billy Bob?
What's that?
What were you delay? Because you were delaying your action, weren't you?
Yeah, I said if there was depending on how they react. So if they pull the guns out, then I'll react.
Which is fine, Chuggerwugger. That's what he's doing. He is
Yeah.
reacting. So, but I will get my because he's got to pick up the chair and then chuck it.
Yeah,
So,
and no, I
yeah.
didn't know what his. I just didn't know what his delayed thing was.
Yeah. So 4 plus my agility. Okay, so
Do you want me to roll a strength or anything?
not yet. Because I might just kill you, and then that'll be. Okay, I've got 2 successes, so you need to roll your dodge first, your avoidance.
It's been a while.
Have you got your PDF that I did? Yeah.
Yep. Right. Ability test, skill test, combat, default weapons.
Should just be down at the bottom of your character sheet.
It's on
Avoidance.
line 20. Oh, it's second up above your weapons. It'll say avoidance, and it's 11 dice.
Oh yeah, got you. So
in your advanced roll, put 11 in the first one, leave it as D6, and then
yeah,
make sure it's greater than 5.
click on me and
Okay, so he draws his Colt America, which is a light pistol, and shoots off 1 shot. But as you bring up the chair, Billy Bob, it actually whacks into the chair and takes the shot. He can't actually shoot again because he's drawn it for his first action and then shot with his other simple action. So now, Billy Bob, you can chuck the chair. So please use your ranged weapon.
my
skill.
range weapon.
Yeah. So you should have.
He doesn't have a ranged weapon.
Yeah, I haven't got. I've only got my hand knives.
Okay.
He's got unarmed combat, which is specialised. And then he has a and then it's just firearm skill.
I think it throwing weapons. It defaults to
Agility, probably.
Yeah, I think it does actually. I'm just checking. I'll just check before we go any further.
Agility, so 5.
Hang on. Yeah, agility. Yeah, good call.
Okay. Three
nice.
successes.
3 successes. So this guy rolls now to dodge. He only gets 1 success from his dodge, so you're up to 2. So I need your strength. What's your strength?
My strength is 9.
So it's going to do 9p plus your 2 extra, going to be 11p damage as you whack this chair using all your strength to him. He will try to soak some of it with his armor. That will protect some of his chest, etc. Which is that, if any of it actually does anything. He gets no successes. So all of a sudden you pick up this chair, you whack it at him, and he just takes it full in the face and actually knocks him completely out for the count. You hear a nasty crack, and you think you've actually maybe snapped his neck
Nice.
as it's fallen back. These 2 guys now seem to be ignoring the bouncers, and they look like they're ready to
Run.
attack. Okay, guys, let me just clear the initiative. Okay, let's have some initiative, guys.
Don't forget to click on your character.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will do. Thank you.
Oh, where's it
Go
gone?
on then. 11.
Looking straight at it.
Obviously, everybody's fired up on adrenaline apart from the mage. Okay.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Has he been drinking them drinks?
Yeah. Okay, Billy Bob, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna leg it for the back door.
Okay then. There, you can get as far as Phase, because he's blocking the exit out past there, or you can vault over the bar if you wish.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So,
This is going to be fantastic.
So, how far is that? Because now it's almost like you're moving like through difficult terrain. So your maximum speed needs to be halved because you're sort of like going through people, etc. Yeah.
if that's the case, I've cleared that.
Okay then.
Yeah,
So
I think
roll.
you can move 6, can't you?
Yeah. So roll.
I can. My movement's 10. My run's 20.
Yeah. Fantastic. So do you want to roll your athletics or?
Agility, is it?
Your default.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't have an athletic skill, so you'll default onto
Agility.
agility and just have minuses for it.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not proficient. So,
So-
you have -2 to your
Nice.
dice roll. So work out your agility, then take away 2 dice, and then
5.
roll it.
That's easy. It's the total's 5. That makes 3. I'm not
And
good at math.
this is when you don't want to get all.
Okay. So
ones.
you have 1 success. Okay. So with anything like this, there's a threshold, and you're looking to get over a certain number of successes
Right.
to make it successful. So because you've got 1, you haven't made the threshold to do it, but you have got over. But as you got over, your foot caught on the back of the bar as you sort of like went over the top, and you sort of like skidded over and sort of like slithered off the end. So you are now down on the floor, and you're actually
Tactical cover.
Yeah,
That's where I wanted to be anyway.
you're actually prone now on the bar on the floor. So let me just copy one of these to make them the. So the actual barman sort of like sees you coming and says, what the are you doing, so to speak. The other thing that happens. Let's do the next one. So next one will be Phase. You're next.
Okay. I'm going to see whether or not I can get to this fire alarm. I know Billy Bob's on the floor, but I'll stand on him going across.
You could probably get round him, yeah.
Right, and then I want to get to this fire alarm and I want to whack it.
Okay, so as you come round the, you don't get that far. You get to about here when the barman says, "Hey, back away! You're not allowed round here."
Can I just barge past him?
You're going to have to physically knock him over, which means
Right.
you need to do your strength. Do you have unarmed combat?
No.
No, so you need to do a post strength test against him. So you roll your strength, tell me how many hits you get, and then I'll roll mine.
I got 1.
I get 1 as well, so you literally... You neither of you move, so you don't push him away, but he doesn't push you away either. So, but you're both there blocking the entrance. Okay, it's my turn to fight now at 11 with the thugs. The thugs fired 2 shots up into the air, and so you hear the sort of like these 2 shots ring out, and of course this basically causes complete pandemonium in the actual bar. There's now screams, there's now yells going on, and everybody's sort of like diving for cover and running out of it. So it's just like, ah! Like that all over the place, and everybody's sort of like running left, right, and centre. Now, if
Does the DJ keep playing?
No, the DJ stopped. Have you not?
Yeah, no, I heard it. I heard it stop.
Yeah, it's actually stopped. So there's actually pandemonium now, and you notice Chugga Wugga, that Faze, that the barman is looking down at what appears to be some kind of handprint just down here. It seems.
Do I recognise what it is?
Roll an appropriate test. What skill are you using?
I could use something like
Do you have electronics?
hardware.
Yeah, go for it. That'd be good.
Yeah, it's part of the electronic skill group.
Yeah, nice one.
Ooh. Only 4.
Yeah, nice one. You most definitely think it's probably a panic alarm. So
Please.
rather than having a button, it will actually register his handprint. So, for example, if you had pressed it, nothing would have happened, you know. But he can just sort of like put his hand on, and it would most likely either call either the local police force, or it could
Their
call
own security.
Yeah, their own private security firm. Okay, so yeah, so these guys now are moving through here against the crowd, so they're sort of like pushing people out. You notice that they've actually got like pistols drawn at the present moment in time. Okay, Carrot, you are up.
Cool.
Carrot.
I assume I've seen Billy Bob and FaZe before, like at least a picture of them.
Yeah, you know that they're part of your team. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to stop casting or stop sustaining the Trid Phantasm, or how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
With the security guards, but I'm going to cast it again, but this time in the form of Billy Bob and FaZe, and I have them sort of like in the crowd and move around towards the door that way. The thugs are like trying to claw their way through the crowd, so I'm going to try and make it so that they get distracted, so they think they're seeing FaZe and Billy Bob going away from where they actually are.
Okay.
If you know what I mean. So hopefully they follow my fabrications.
Just let.
What's a little thing on Billy Bob? Oh, he's
he's
got
prone.
stun, isn't he?
Yeah, he's prone at the moment.
Oh, right.
Lying down on the job.
Okay, so these guys are. I've tinged them yellow. So you guys know that they are actually the
Yellow.
Hang on a minute.
Phantasms.
That's the one.
Yeah, I can't change them because I've copied them, and if I change them, they'll happen on you. So, where just use the ruler to show me where you want them to move towards.
Sort of like moving very clearly. So from being in front of the thugs, moving in that sort of direction, away from where they actually are. So
this is where the majority of the people are. Is that where you want to move them to?
Yeah. So basically, I just want to distract the the thugs from where FaZe and Billy Bob actually are, and move them sort of like with the crowd, so that hopefully the thugs follow them through the crowd.
I don't. Have you done your spell roll?
I'm just doing it now.
Oh, cool. What force is it?
20.
I've taken quite a bit of drain.
You certainly have.
I've cast it at 4/6.
4, 6. So you have just taken 4 boxes of stun damage.
Mage is dead.
So now you're, because it's
Thanks for joining.
for every 3 boxes you take, you get -1. So now you have -1 on all dice rolls, no matter what. Is your sustaining, what's that connected to? You know, your sustainability.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Have you got the positive quality that allows you to do it?
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, I've got the focus, concentration, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Does it have to be specified onto one spell area, or is it just onto anything?
I think it's just anything off the top of my head. I will write that down and check it.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll check it as it comes out. Okay then. So that's Carrot on 7. So Billy Bob, you're next on 7 as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the.
Remember, you're on the floor.
Yeah. So I'm going to say to the barman, look, they've got guns. They're shooting up the place. Have you got any guns behind here?
Okay, yeah. He sort of like just looks completely shocked at the present moment in time. He's just sort of like, he just says no. He says, holding the tequila bottle up the wrong way, and it's slowly dripping down on the floor. If you just get your head under you might be able to get a free drink. You know, he sort of says no, and then he goes and presses the panic alarm with his available hand. FaZe, you see it glow momentarily red around the outside, and then it goes to green.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna like stay ducked down behind the bar, but pick myself up off the floor. So I'm just crouched.
Okay then. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So let's take your.
You don't need to specify the spell
Cool.
for focus concentration, and you can concentrate it for a force equal to your whatever your rating is in focus concentration.
Okay.
So what's your
So
rating?
if you have focus concentration rating 3, you could sustain a force 3 armor spell without taking negative dice pulls.
That's not what your.
Anything else gets a -2 modifier.
Your rating, isn't it 2?
Yeah, mine's 2.
Yeah, so you can't actually. So you're taking -3 to all your dice because this is a force 6 spell that you do. How many successes did you get? 2. Okay, then that's absolutely fine. Okay, then. So Billy Bob, sorry, you're ready. And what did you want to do?
I'm just going to pick myself up off the floor, but stay crouched behind the bar.
Okay, then. Cool. Okay, then. FaZe, you are up next.
Is this the standard fire exit, or is it just sort of like a bar door?
It's literally a push. They haven't made very much progress in fire exits because it's a good thing. You just literally, the only thing, it's not one of those bar ones, it's one of those posher ones that you just literally press. And you have to, in 2076, you have to tap it twice. So if you accidentally leant up about it, it wouldn't actually open. You have to go duh, and then it'll actually open it.
I'm going to go duh and actually open it and head through the door.
Excellent. Go for it.
Duh.
Yeah. So that'll be your simple action to open the door, and it'll open quite naturally and automatically. So you'll be able to get outside.
Is it straight into an alleyway?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Your phantasms, your illusions, Carrot, start heading over here, and these 2 guys on 1 open fire at them as they run, and sort of like go like that and fire off 2 shots at them. I presume they would naturally go straight through them.
Yeah, they're just an illusion there.
Yeah.
Like a ghost type thing, yeah.
Yeah. So let's so chances of the bullets hitting innocent bystanders in this crowded area of the bar. Okay, so you hear a number of further screams as these shots go off. Carrot, just make a perception roll for me, please.
Is it all right to use the green buttons on the skill sheets, on the character sheets?
Never use the green buttons.
Never use the green buttons.
So
Okay.
some of them work and some of them don't.
Oh,
But...
didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, two.
What did I tell you? Never.
Yeah,
Been a while.
the skill ones tend to work, but remember you've got -3 dice pool.
So
So when it comes
you
up,
put-
situation modifier, or you need -2. When it comes up wound modifier, you need -1.
I was going to say in the sheet, if you put the wounds and or the
Oh, yes,
three
it
in the
normally does
stun,
it, yeah.
it should come up. Yeah.
Should do it.
So
We'll see.
shall I just try the green button then?
Yeah, try the because I can work it out.
Go
from
on,
there.
try it.
Situation modifiers. What was it? 3.
No, put in
What's
-2. Put -2 in there because that's
-2.
yeah, because that's your spell concentration. It should automatically do the wounds by itself. Have you
Well,
put?
no, it hasn't.
Have you put
You
your?
need to put the wounds in the.
Have you
in
put
You need to put it in your
thing.
character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've stun track the empty box, the non-grayed out box. Is that the one where I put them in?
No,
It says wounds.
I'll put it in
and
for
then,
you.
Right.
Can you
Okay,
see
cool.
now?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I put them in the one that's 2 things below.
Yeah. You don't want
Oh,
to put them in
stun
there. Yeah. So,
Okay.
how many boxes? How many boxes did you take? 4, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just add them up. So you've actually got. It should now actually tell you that. Hang on. Let's just take that 4 out of there because it's thinking that you've got. Why is it thinking that you've got 15 boxes now? It,
I have no idea.
it may take. We can sort it out later. So just roll it again now. Just roll it again with your -2 modifier in.
None.
Yeah, that's worked now. Yeah, that's worked. So your perception
Said you
is
shouldn't have
3.
used the green box.
Yeah, so that's absolutely fine now. That's absolutely fine. So
You see nothing.
you see 2 shots get fired off by the firebirds. It go heading off. You hear screams and you see people fall to the floor, but you're not too sure whether or not they're diving for cover or whether or not they've actually been hit. In that sense. Okay, that's the end of the round.
Are we still in Southside basically, where this is, or is it?
No, you're in that more upper class
Right,
area.
okay.
Yeah. So
Upper south side, wasn't it?
yeah, upper south side,
Yeah.
right next to near to Metro, the central town. Okay, then. So we are now still. So remember, each combat turn, each round is only 3 seconds long. So we have only had 6 seconds of time at the moment. That's all that's passed. So everything is going super quick. So let's have some more initiative, shall we? Can you make sure that you roll, Faye, so then I can decide what you're going to do.
With initiatives.
Okay, are we all on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, Billy Bob, you are up first, as always. I don't think anybody
Yes.
can beat you.
I know, right? I'm making an exit for this for the back door.
Yeah, go
I'm
for
just
it.
gonna-
You'll be able to get out. No worries at all.
Yeah. George.
Okay, so you can see Faye's out there at the present moment in time. So, next up is the thugs who continue to fire at these. Whereabouts do you want Billy Bob and Faze to be now?
Just following the crowd, so wherever the crowd's sort of going.
It's killing everyone.
Slash. Yeah.
Okay, so another these guys.
Another 2 people fall.
These guys
Giving them a bad name.
shoot off another 2. It's a simple shot, a simple action.
Yeah, it's a simple action.
But
but they can only do 1 per.
Yeah, but I can aim
per
and fire.
phase. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. So you notice, Carrot, that they're sort of like training their guns like this, and then they fire. They're just going to make some perception rolls.
We're not sharing Carrot's karma, are we, at the moment? It's still
Yeah. Okay, they fire 2 shots, 1 shot off each at these 2 fleeing illusions. You do notice that they're now starting to look very puzzled. Carrot, they're sort of like looking at their weapons and sort of like thinking what's going on here. You do notice that people continue to dive for cover. Just make a perception roll.
I'm going to so how many dice will I roll? Is it just 2?
What's your normal perception? It's
5, isn't it?
It's 5, but then you've got your
-3.
-3, so you're rolling 2 dice.
Yeah, there's 2.
I'm just hoping they'll get 1s.
Yeah.
I don't notice anything.
There's people diving left, right, and centre, but you can't see any blood. So you think everything's all right. You do notice that these 2 firebirds seem to be now scanning. One of them, the one closest to you, this I'll ping him. This one here is scanning, and this one, just like in his icon, has got his hand up to his earpiece, and he appears to be talking in muttered tones under his breath.
Okay.
Okay, that's them done. So, Faze, you are up, because I think you...
Okay, I want to have a look around this alleyway first. Is there anything like a big dumpster or anything?
Yeah. If you carry on the sentence, because then I can
I want to find
it, yeah.
something that I can move, probably with the help of Billy Bob, and get it in front of this door, because this door opens outwards into the alleyway.
It does.
So if I can find like one of those dumpsters that they stick people in, in America.
There's definitely a dumpster out. It's probably either here or over the other side. Either way is absolutely fine.
Okay, so I'm going to move to one end side of it, shouting, Billy Bob, help me with this, and I'm going to start trying to push it towards the door. Okay, then. So start making your strength check first, because you'll start on 8 and Billy Bob are joining in on 6. Is that is that your strength? Success.
Is that your strength check too?
Yes.
Cool. You actually move it a centimetre by yourself.
I'm built for speed.
you actually go like that, and you actually feel it go. You quickly look down and realise that the brake's on. So you quickly,
it's one of those ones I put my foot on it.
You quickly unlock the brake, and Billy Bob will be able to help you on 6. Okay, Karen.
I have a knowledge skill which is shortcuts in Southside.
Yeah.
Now we're North Southside, aren't we?
Correct.
Can I work out the best way from here to get to the nearest?
It'll probably be quite easy to call it up on something similar to Southside maps,
Yeah, but I don't have my my deck with me or anything
Oh,
at
right.
the moment.
In
and
which
I was
case-
just going to do it.
In which case, no, then, because
I
you
just
don't.
wanted to use my shortcut skill.
You don't. You probably once you get to south side, you'll be able to use the quickest way. To
Right.
try if you're being followed.
But I take it we can go left or right.
Yeah, correct. Okay, Carrot, you're up.
Cool. Do I have, so if I'm wanting to sustain the spell, do I have to keep rolling for it, or are we just saying
No,
it's-
once your spell's up and you've resisted the drain, it's sustained until something happens to you. So if you took damage,
Okay.
then you would break concentration, or you fail to you turn it off, and in which
But
case
you just keep with that -2 modifier until
all the
you
time.
drop it.
So say for example you decided to leap over the bar, then you currently have -3 dice to everything. So if you decided to shoot or cast another spell, you will automatically have -3 dice onto your drain, resist, etc.
Okay.
I think you can only sustain one spell at a time. I think that's the rules.
Okay.
But that might be D&D.
That's right. Well, I mean, I know I've got combat sense on already, because that's what although I hadn't said at the beginning of today's session, that's what I thought we said yesterday.
So in which case,
You -4.
you're no, because
Because I've got the focus.
Yeah, but what rating is that up at? What force rating did you cast
what we
it at?
said.
Well, it says your combat, whatever you actually cast it at.
Yeah.
So okay then, so it's quite easy. If the focus is taking it and sustaining it, then the force rating is 2.
Yeah,
because it can't be anything higher. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, for my action, I'm going to I'm going to make my illusion of phase move for cover towards like the nearest available cover.
Yeah.
And then Billy Bob is going to stop and pull out a pistol of some sort, probably the same one that the thugs have got. Sorry, because I haven't seen Billy Bob's real pistol, and he's going to take a shot at the nearest one.
Yeah. Okay then.
Well,
So these two thugs here. See, I mean, like I said before, one of them is now talking into his headphones, and the other one's gazing around. So they actually recognise now that these people are not real, because they actually aimed their shots at them, and then both the shots missed. And even though they knew that they were like perfect shots, i.e. 6 successes, so that's why they're starting to look around now to see what's going on, who's actually either who's creating these, or where did the real people go. So
there's no limit on how many spells you can sustain.
Oh,
it
brilliant.
Basically
just
until you
up.
run out of dice.
Yeah, cool. Excellent.
Okay. Is that my?
Well, I'm giving you that information just in case you didn't pick it up before. So it's if
also,
you want.
Wills, I hope you're keeping account on how many shots they fired.
I am.
Yes. Can we see that?
In that case, they're still going to do that. But can I also see sort of like if people? I assume people are now running for the exits like mad.
Yeah, people are going all over the place.
In that case, I'm going to use them for cover and make my way towards the front exit. Obviously, I know I've got to go behind them, but they haven't seen me as yet.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Okay, so move your movement then.
I assume I move, even with all my stun damage, I move my full distance.
Yeah, unless you do anything special with it. Did you know, guys, that
it's half, isn't it?
Let's see if I can just do this. Just move your character to where you want to be.
Well, that's as far as I can get. So,
yeah. Okay.
I'm going towards the main exit, surrounded by people, hopefully. Acting a little bit drunk as I go.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've been sitting drinking.
Oh, that's another -2.
Oh yeah.
I actually
What are you doing? Is it?
no, I actually found oh yeah, there you go.
Are you going to animate them?
Now I actually
Can you do that?
I actually found a
think
way
so.
of actually showing the movement and then doing waypoints. Can you see? So if you were moving
right, yeah.
round, I asked somebody about it, but I can't seem to get it to work. I can get it to work a bit, but not at all. Okay.
Oh, it moved.
Yeah. Okay. Billy Bob, are you going to help FaZe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roll your super duper strength.
My
I'm going to
strength.
piss myself if he gets less results than me.
It's all right. The break's off now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you sure about that?
Just. Okay, both of you together get 3 successes, so you start to push it and the door slowly sort of like closes as you push the dumpster up against it to sort of like lock it. Guy, FaZe and Billy Bob, can you make perception checks, please?
No, I'd ever like to. That because 8.
Perception.
Boom.
I need to click on me, don't I?
Looking and counting my ones.
Yeah, you can hear the faint sounds of sirens. Who does either FaZe or Billy Bob have anything to do with police procedures?
No.
Is that BJ?
Who do you call it had? BJ had
Oh,
it.
right, yeah. I was just going to give you, if you had, I was going to give you, FaZe, roll your shortcuts in the south side. Cool, it
3
works.
successes.
Cool, it works. Well done. Yeah, you have no. Sorry, I just wanted. I just wanted
Yes,
you.
there is a shortcut in Southside.
I just wanted you to get into sort of like rolling it. So
Can because I got a fantastic roll on my perception, 3 successes. Can I hear which way they're coming from? Are they coming from our left or our right?
Well, you got 3 successes. You didn't even manage to get half your roll of successes if you're completely accurate about that.
I know. But
So you rolled 8 dice and you got 3. You didn't even manage to get 4, which was half.
But an average human would have only rolled 3 dice anyway.
Okay, I'll give you some information then, since I'm in a good
Just
mood.
which are they coming? Can I hear them more from the left or from the right? Left ear or right ear?
Left ear.
Right, we'll head right ear.
No, they're not right here. They're coming from. They're quite a distance away.
Right, but we're going to head in the opposite direction of where I can hear the sirens coming from.
All right. Okay then. Cool. Okay then. So okay, let's move this on. So let's Carrot, I presume you're going to get out as soon as possible.
Basically.
Yeah, okay. And there's more screaming and yelling, and everybody pushes out. You can hear some banging on the door, FaZe and Billy Bob, once you jam it shut. As people go, let me out! Let us out!
No, that's fine. It's not on fire or anything.
And you head off. It's just as you're leaving, FaZe, that you get a message come up on your retina from your comm link from Mr. Tutrall Johnson that says, this is his comm link number. It's just sort of like as an after effect, and it's you notice there's a comm link number to call.
Could have done with that like 20 seconds earlier.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, we need to get out of here before I put any call in.
Yeah. So I presume what you're happy. You're also like vacating the area. Is that the plan? Or
Yes. Yeah. We're going to take public transport back to my apartment.
Okay. Carrot, what would you like to do? Because you won't. Yeah.
Sorry. What were you going to say?
You won't know where their apartment is.
Okay. They've got my number, haven't they? But I haven't got theirs, or has Johnson given me theirs?
You assume that Two Troll Johnson actually sent it out to them. So you're a bit confused at the present moment in time why you haven't had a message back, but you're just sort of like living with it because you know what Shadowrunners are like.
In that case, I'm going to make my way back to my place, waiting for a phone call, and also just send a quick text message to Two Troll Johnson to make sure that he's passed all my details to the guys I'm meant to be meeting up with, asking him to make sure they contact me.
Okay, so you put a call into Two Troll Johnson, and you get his answer machine that basically says, "Hello. Unfortunately, I'm unable to attend your comm link at the present moment in time. Please leave a message, and my trolls will get back to you as soon as possible."
I go, God, trolls. I don't know. And I leave the message saying, Johnson, make sure the guys you wanted me to look after ring me, and hopefully you've already sent them their message so I can meet up with them.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Well, on our way back, once we got onto the, I suppose it's an underground, isn't it? If we're in London, isn't it?
No, public transport. You're on a bus.
Oh, right, on a bus.
Yeah.
The
metro doesn't come out here because there was too many problems with people throwing themselves in front of tubes, etc. So they just don't come out here anymore now. They just go by public transport. So if you got into metro, there would be an underground system. Carrot, I presume that you've reduced your killed your illusion spell, haven't you?
Yeah, it's gone. So I can take my stun off.
You can take off the -2. So now you're at -1 for your box for your stun still, because that's stun damage. So you does not sustain in a spell. Are you keeping combat sense up? Well,
until I get to my apartment, yeah.
Yeah. So what we'll say is that once you get back to your apartment, we'll take it off. But then when you put it up again, let me know when you put it up again so we can roll, because you'll need to roll to resist the drain. So you've actually got 4 stun boxes, haven't you, of damage? So you'll still get that -1 no matter what. Now you can actually get rid of that. So what you do is that you have to rest. It's an extended test, which means you rest for an hour, and then you do body plus willpower. You roll them both, and during that hour, the number of successes you get is the number of boxes that you heal up from your stun.
Okay.
So if you've got 4 boxes, so if you got 4 successes within that hour, you would get all those boxes back. If you only got 1, you're down to 3, so you'd have to wait another hour, and that's total rest hour. So you can't sort of like, be playing cards or anything. You just need to totally
Got to be asleep, essentially.
Yeah, or completely resting. Yeah.
So what is it? It was my body plus
willpower.
Body plus willpower. Okay, so that would be the number of dice I roll, essentially.
Yeah. And then the number of successes that you get will be, and you don't get that -1 modifier for it.
I don't. Okay. Yeah. So do you want me to roll that now?
That's completely up to you. Yeah, by all means.
Okay.
We'll do the first hour, then Faith and Billy Bob, you can act during this hour, because...
Can I take my...
No, that can't...
That
can't be right, because there's a 10 in there.
Have I put the wrong sign in?
You got exclamation marks after the 6. Should just be exclamation mark 9. What's your body and willpower together? 9.
My body is 3, willpower is 6.
So that's just roll 9d6 greater than 5. That's better.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
I had the wrong thing selected.
Hang on, but that's a glitch. Is that a glitch? No. Did you? How many dice did you roll? 9.
9.
No, that's only 4. One more would have been a glitch.
Oh, unlucky.
I know, drat.
Drat. But it does get my 4 stun damage gone, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you're now out for the hour. So FaZe and Billy Bob, you have an hour to do what you wish. So you'll probably get it'll take about 45 minutes to get back to your about 15 minutes to get back to your place, Carrot, and then you're out for an hour and 15 minutes. So Billy Bob and FaZe, it'll take you some time to get back to Southside.
Is he out complete? We can't contact him because I was going to try to get in.
Well, what I was thinking is that by the time you actually got back, if you contacted him before his hour was up, he would actually wake up and not rest, and therefore he wouldn't get all his 4. But what I was thinking, by the time he's got back to his apartment and had that hour, so about like an hour 15 minutes, that's roughly the amount of time it's going to take for you to actually get the public transport back to your place.
Okay,
so really
we're
going
to take the public transport back.
Yeah,
and then once we get there, I'm going to put in a call. Unless you want to put in the call, Billy Bob. Find out what this magic support is all about.
I'll let you talk to him.
Okay.
Okay, guys. I'm trying to get the timing right here. So rather than so my thought is to play for about an hour and a half, and then have a break. Have like a 5-minute break, and then play the other hour and a half. Does that sound all right for people?
Yeah.
So people know when it's coming up. So we're actually 1 hour 25 minutes. So I thought if we do the break now, that would be a suitable time, and then when we come back, we can do the decisions, the talks, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Yeah. So, guys, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I don't have a fancy timer yet because I don't actually know how to do it, but I will work on it. But we'll be back at 8:30. So I'm going to put the AFK on, and we will be back in at 8:30. So please, please, please don't go away. It's all right. And we are back.
Should have done it before going for PP.
Yeah.
Angels wanted something.
We are back. Excellent. So, guys, you have headed off to your appropriate areas, and I think you were just getting to the point that either FaZe or Billy Bob was going to contact Carrot. And I'm really looking forward to hearing how Carrot talks.
It talks like this. So I'm going to make sure that my my comlink is secure, and then I'll do the number.
Excellent.
In using augmented reality, so I'm pressing a keypad, but it's not actually there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just to confuse Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like
Billy Bob's looking
doing
around
the dance.
for
He's still got that tune in his head and he's still dancing.
Yeah.
Maybe you should rest, Billy Bob. Get rid of that. What do you call it that you've got?
Yeah.
That one box of stun.
Yeah, because you got a box of stun, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
So roll your body plus willpower for an hour.
My body
Plus willpower.
11. Willpower. Five.
Yeah, so after the hour, you actually get your 1 point back. So you go and have a nap. Okay, FaZe, it's over to you.
So I'll dial the number and wait for it to connect.
Do you have a ringtone, Carrot? Does it go?
Yeah.
Does it go? "Du-du-du-du-du, what's up, Doc? Du-du-du-du, what's up,
Why not?
Doc?
Or does it go?
What's that? Thomas the Tank
Thomas the Tank
Engine.
Engine.
Yeah,
Why would it be Thomas the Tank Engine?
because it's a good ringtone.
Yeah, but mine was Carrot Bugs Bunny, wasn't it?
Were you just making fun of people called carrots?
I just thought it would be appropriate, that's all. So go
And
for
it's
it.
not because I'm ginger, because I'm not ginger.
Or called Jasper.
Or
Yeah.
Jasper. Oh, Jasper Carrot. He was funny. Okay, go for it. You get an incoming call, Carrot, from
Cool.
an unknown number.
Because I'm still sort of like in bed, asleep. I sort of like rummage around my bedside table trying to find my comm link. Managed to pick it up and go, "Hello, Carrot speaking," like in a groggy, half asleep voice.
I'll say, this is FaZe.
Yes, thank you. Did you appreciate my help in the pub?
What help?
It's called the Ugly Coyote, by the way.
Yeah, the Ugly Coyote Club. I helped distract some of the those thugs for you.
I didn't see anything about that. What type of arrangement have you got with Mr. Johnson?
Yes, he hired me.
What did you say your name was?
My name is Carrot.
You're not vegetarian, are you?
And what happens if he is?
Can't have any vegetarians on the team. It's a whole different menu.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm not, but I don't see what that's got to do with you, FaZe. Mr. Johnson sort of like just hired me to because he thought I could give you some assistance on the job, but he didn't really tell me about the job apart from that you're looking for some Chinese kid that's gone missing. And he told
I'm
me to
going
go
to.
the club.
What was the arrangements for money?
Carrot doesn't know that because I haven't told him. But what was you got an advancement, didn't you, FaZe?
We did 500. I'm going to send a picture message to Troll Johnson.
Yeah. What did
I've put it in your direct message in Steam. What I'm going to send.
Direct message on Steam?
In Discord.
Right, hang on. I can do this. I can't remember what I said that you're...
We were getting paid 3,000, which was 2,500 up for doing the job, and 500 as an advanced payment.
Say that again, sorry.
$3,000 for
Yeah.
doing the job, of which 500 is advanced and 2,500,
so,
which is...
Carrot, you've been offered 1,500 credits.
Okay. Was that 500 up front as well, or just
No.
when a payment upon completion?
That it was just payment on completion.
Cool.
Where did I put it?
So you're not sharing our side of the...
No, he's literally getting an extra bit.
Right. I'll say to him, I need to check out some things with Mr. Johnson. We'll be in touch, and
That's fine.
disconnect the call before he says fine.
So
Get. I turn over and go back to sleep.
So, people in the stream, this is what FaZe sent to Troll Johnson.
And that's my pajamas as well. So I don't know where you got that picture from.
That is now in your. I'm going to move that into your folder, Chugga. So
Thank you.
So you've actually got it. There you go. Let me just put you in there. So you. There you go. You should have that now in your.
Forever.
Yeah, you can use it if and when now. Okay, you might. Are you arranging somewhere to meet up to discuss things further?
Well, I mean, basically, our next part of the job is to go to this trailer park.
Yeah, I'm thinking more to bring Carrot up to date with what's happening.
Right. Okay. Well, once I've heard back from Tutor Johnson,
yeah,
we'll arrange to meet. We'll arrange to meet Carrot.
Okay. So you get a text message back from Mr. Johnson that just says he says sarcasm ? And says your magic support. Treat him kindly.
Right. Okay. So I want to do a couple of things.
Okay.
The first thing I want to do, I want to bring up a map of where this trailer park is.
Okay.
Just so that we can get the general lay of the land.
Yeah.
I want to do a quick search as well to see whether or not I can find out any information on this Carrot person before we actually go to meet him.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Go for it. Do your matrix search first. Decide which one you want to do, and you can spend an hour doing it. Which one are you going for first?
I'm going to go for. I'm going to go and get the information about the
trailer park.
Yeah, because I can't find my thing now. Matrix search 8. I'm going to have my cyber deck with 4 on data processing.
Are you still ARing or not?
No. Do I get modifiers for going AR?
My foot's just gone into cramp. I'll just have to stand up for. Yeah, go for it.
Are you dancing?
Yeah, I'm trying to get My foot's gone into spasms.
He's got that club music in his ear now.
Right.
We've got 2 successes.
Yeah, and no glitches. Fantastic. So you, the trailer park is it's only about 20 minutes away from the Ugly Coyote. It's sort of like down the street. It's 20-minute walk. It's extremely close, and it seems to be like an old-fashioned waste ground. It could have been like a park or like a playground at one point. And basically, within that area, there's about 9 trailers parked up there. You can see pictures from Google Maps, you know, and sort of like looking down at it. So it's quite spacious, but each trailer has its own sort of like front yard, sort of like area, and where there's some awnings up and some washing hanging out in the picture that was taken last time. There's about 9 there, and that's about it. There's no
Is there any
fences.
Is there any
or
access
anything.
to the public grid? Is it linked up to it, or?
Well, they will link up via their own connections, yeah. But there's no there's are you going to see what actually is linked going out?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Are you actually going into the matrix?
Yeah, I'll go into the matrix and have a look.
Do you want to do that first, or do you want to roll your other one?
I want to do this one first. I want to get my plan is to do this first, and then I'm going to then find somewhere between my apartment and halfway in between where we're going. That's the meet spot that I'm going to give Carrot, a cafe or something that we can meet there. And then when I'm on transport, I'm going to go AR and
so basically,
and see whether or not I can find any information for him when we're on the bus.
If you think about it, so you woke Carrot up. You've now spent an hour doing this on the Matrix search to get this information. So now Billy Bob is up and recovered. So what I'm saying to you is that if you now go off into virtual reality and start scoping this out, Billy Bob and Carrot will have their own actions, but they don't actually have anything to do. So if you want to get in touch with them and bring everybody up to speed, then we can join the party back together so people can do whatever. So whereabouts do you want to meet? And that's why I asked you, because if you're going to have to do another hour to try to get information about Carrot, if you so wish.
Okay, so I just want to find a bog standard soy calf bar in between
South side or upper south side?
Probably still on south side, and we'll meet there, and then
in an
sort of
hour's
like
time.
in between halfway in between where my apartment is and where we're going.
Yeah. Okay, then
give or take.
That'll probably be right on the cusp between the two.
Okay, right on the cusp then.
So Carrot, you get a message to meet at a certain location in 1 hour time to meet up with FaZe and Billy Bob. So it'll take you about 30 minutes to get there, both of you coming from your separate directions. So FaZe, what did you want to do?
I want to go onto the Matrix, and I want to head over towards this trailer park. I want to see whether
Are you doing this on the transport then? As you go there to the meet?
I mean, to make things easier, yes.
Or do you want to do it beforehand?
Ideally, I want to do it beforehand.
Before
I mean,
the meet?
all I'm going to do is to go. I want to go and have a look to see whether or not there's sort of like a site office, or whether or not it's just.
No, it's literally It's literally 9 trailers.
Right. Okay.
Parked on the site.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And do any of them have? Are any of them sort of like hosting?
There's no hosts because they're that, but several of them are connected to the internet. About 6 out of the 9.
That's fine then.
Wireless connection.
Right.
Okay then. So you.
Oh, I'll tell Billy Bob that he's going to need his to bring his armor jacket and his pistol with him.
Okay, cool. So you head to this Sawyer Caf place that is a bit like the cafe in The Apprentice. So it's almost like a rundown place just on the cusp. Carrot, it's not the sort of place that you would normally frequent in your normal everyday life. But, you know, sometimes you have to slum it to work with other runners. And unfortunately, this is one of those times, you know. You just have to accept it. So so you meet up and you, Carrot, recognise FaZe and Billy Bob. But you'll have to approach them because they don't actually know what you look like. So off you go.
So they are FaZe and Billy Bob sitting at a table.
Yeah, they're there already.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna sort of like saunter over and sit in a chair or whatever it is that's in it. Put myself into the booth or whatever it is that's in the cafe. And I'll go, "Hi guys, I'm Carrot."
I'll just look at him.
I'll look at the floor.
So you're our magical support.
That's me.
Could have done with you back at the Ugly Coyote.
Don't worry, guys. I was there. You might not have seen what I did, but I did some stuff. So,
Got people killed.
So, how much do you know about the job?
other than that, Johnson hired me as magical support for you guys looking for some Chinese restaurant owner's kid, Yang, something like that. And that, and then to meet that he knew that you guys were heading to the Ugly Coyote Club, and to meet you there. That's it.
Okay, well, we've done a couple of leads so far. Our latest lead is to go to a trailer park where he might be hanging out with his girlfriend. So that's where we're going to be heading now. I'm going to need your comm unit.
Cool.
Carrot takes it off and gives it to you.
Yeah, but at the same time, I asked, why do you want that?
Close your boots.
To put it on our secured network.
Okay. So I passed that and I said, do you want my my contact lenses as well? Because I've got stuff in there, like image links, and I assume you're going to put that on as well.
Yeah, I can actually see that you've got contact lenses and it's showing up as a device. I can use the data link on that to send you any real-time information that you need.
Okay.
I'll put his comm unit onto the personal area network.
Yeah, onto your pan. Yeah, cool.
And so that's...
So basically what that means, Carrot, is that rather than your rating of your comm unit being the defense, it is now defended by FaZe's deck.
Okay.
So if I was a hacker and I could hack straight into your comm link, now I can't. I go through FaZe's deck, and as you heard at the beginning, he has a super duper deck that I don't think anybody could hack your deck.
I don't think anybody could.
No, I think it's
No.
The deck is huge.
It's Fort Knox.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know what this Chiang looks like?
Yeah, I have a Johnson pinged me a picture before he sent me off. So yeah, I know what he looks like. Short hair, glasses, Chinese.
Right. Yeah. Well. Okay. Right. So we're going to go to this trailer park. You're packing.
I thought you were talking to me. No, it's
also,
the way I'm sat.
Sorry, Emils, I forgot to say, yeah, I'm using my normal run meet gear list.
Yeah.
But I haven't got combat up yet, combat sense up. I'll put that up as I get nearer to the place. That's right.
Yeah, that's cool.
And into return to phase is, I have a pistol, never used it, but yeah.
Okay, right.
But I don't intend to need to either. So.
Right. Okay. So the plan is, and we're looking at probably.
Are you? Is Billy Bob? Are you in your street and meet or your run gear?
I'm in my run gear.
So you've got your pistol, you've got your helmet on, you've got a jacket, you've got your.
I ain't got my helmet on. I'll have it like, because I'm wearing the calf. I'll have it like put on the table.
Okay, and.
But I've got my jacket on and my pistol.
And it says assault rifle if needed. So do you have that with you?
No, I don't have that. No.
Okay. And how much of your? Because it says that you've got 190 rounds of regular ammo on you. Is that something that's in your pockets?
That's in my bag. That's in the bag.
So you're carrying a backpack with it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. And then you've got your Super Warhawk heavy pistol, 4 speed loaders. Is that with the high explosive rounds in?
Yeah, they're in my pockets. So I've got like 2 in each pocket.
Cool. Okay.
So I don't have to dive through my bag.
Has FaZe pinged me the location of the trailer park yet or not?
No.
Okay.
FaZe, what equipment are you in?
Sorry.
I'm in my meat gear.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm also carrying my my flash pack, my 2 stims,
Okay.
and a couple of RFIDs with camera microphones.
Okay. So just identify it somewhere on your equipment list so I can see it in preparation. And which one are you in? Sorry, Carrot.
I've only got. I'm in my
You're in your meat.
my meat runs. Yeah, because I've only got 2 kit layouts.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Oh, I just need to edit that and put in what you added in earlier because I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can see that. Yeah. Cool. Okay then. Yeah, sorry. Go for it.
Okay, so at the moment we're in this cafe.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a map up showing the tactical layout of this trailer park so that they can see what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
So we've got a possibility of 9 trailers. We're looking for this Chi Yang, and that's basically it. What can you do magically, Carrot?
I can do a cool trick. I can sort of like leave my body, separate my spirit from my body, and I can actually, as long as I know where it is and where I'm going, I can like appear where I need to go, and then I can like scout around, look around. I won't be able to see any technology or like I can distinguish in people individually, but only by their emotions, if you know what I mean. So I can see how many people live there, what they're sort of feeling, that sort of thing. If that's any help. But
so
it will mean my body goes limp.
You can find out where he is.
Potentially.
Right. Okay, so we'll unless anybody can come up with anything better, we're going to head to the trailer park. You're going to do a recce to find out where he is. Once we know which trailer park he's at, which trailer he's in, we'll go in, get him, return to Johnson.
I say to FaZe, it might be a bit easier if I do the recce now from here, because when I leave my body just kind of goes limp, and it might look a bit weird if suddenly in the middle of the street I just fall down as if I had a heart attack, because that's what it would look like. My body would just go. So if I do it here, then I can just pretend I've got my head on the table or something. It'll only take a matter of seconds.
But that's not going to be those matter of seconds. It's going to be okay. Our problem is that it's then going to take us an hour to get to where you've done the recce.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it closer, but I'll just have to like hope there's a bench or something nearby that I can sit on. But I can find that if you want. Yeah, or an alley.
Maybe get an alley.
a park bench or a bench of some sort might be slightly
Right.
better. But yeah, I can do an alley. It's just somewhere to stash my body and make it not look too like why is like two guys standing over a prone body, if you know what I mean. Are they mugging him type thing?
Right. I prefer to do it closer. At least then we
Yeah.
can act on the information that you give us straight away,
Yeah,
rather
that's fine.
than there being sort of like a time lapse of an hour from you finding out whereabouts he is, if he's there.
Yeah, that's fine with me. We can do that.
Can I pull up a map of closer to this trailer park and find a soy calf bar or something close to it that we could use as a...
Yeah, I mean the trouble with that is that because it's in Upper South Side, there's restaurants, but there's not sort of like cafe bars. It's not like South Side, you know. It's more high class. If you remember, it's more high class restaurants. But you'll probably be able to find somewhere near to the trailer park that's down an alley, maybe behind a dumpster, or if the mage actually wants to astral project at that point.
Right.
Can I just a quick question?
Yeah.
How far away is the trailer park from my place? Because I'm in that sort of area.
It's about 15 minutes from the Ugly Coyote, and you were 15 minutes away from the Ugly Coyote as well, so it's about half an hour away.
Okay, that's right.
Right, so we're going to carry on towards the towards North Side. We're going to get somewhere towards the trailer park, and then we're going to find
Upper South Side. Yeah.
Upper South Side, and then we're going to find somewhere so that Carrot can go astral,
Yeah.
and so he can do a bit of a
Okay,
recce.
luckily the alleyways around here are not like in Southside when there's several dead rats and some pools of puke every now. It's quite well tidied, and so you find that you don't actually have to lie down on the floor in a pile of puke or anything, but you do sort of like part it a little bit and sort of like to settle yourself down and prop yourself up on the wall. FaZe and Billy Bob, you notice that he just sort of like closes his eyes, or if his eyes are still up, they sort of like rock back into his head. And Carrot, you immediately detach yourself from your body, and you're almost like your spirit, your astral projection, your astral body appears just by yourself in the alleyway, and you can see FaZe and Billy Bob there. FaZe is glowing quite tense. Both of them are tense, and FaZe seems to be somewhat cross, but that's the emotion that you can sort of like sense. Can you?
I glow a lot.
Yes, you do.
Billy Bob hardly glows at all.
Yeah. Well, no, Billy Bob's a very emotional person.
Doesn't it do cyberware though as well?
Yeah, but
because he's
Billy
chromed
Bob
up to the eyeballs.
Billy Bob is just exuding love and affection at the present moment in time.
Yeah,
he's such a loving character. It's unbelievable.
I'm actually very wary of him, seeing that he works for Johnson.
So do you. Okay, can you?
But he didn't get screwed over.
Yeah, no, that is true actually. Do you want to make an astral perception check, please?
What does Carrot look like? Sorry, did I miss the bit?
Carrot.
Yeah.
Well,
What's his description?
He looks. Well, hang on a minute. Hang on. He looks like. Oops. Why won't it do that?
Sure, a picture of him was just up a minute ago.
It was, but I don't know.
that was me in my pajamas. So that's not the most
In your
accurate
sleeping
picture.
bag.
Right. Okay then. Can you not? Hang on. I'll do this. Look. Can you see it now?
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to
Is he cross-eyed?
No, I'm looking like down
It's
my nose.
power, Billy Bob. It's power.
It's
Okay.
sheer power. Okay, yeah. Can you make an astral perception check?
Is that ascending or whatever it's called?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Ascending. Is that how you pronounce it?
Sensing.
Asinine.
Ascending. That's the
Yeah.
one.
So
I'm
this
just
is
gonna go ahead
your
and
sensing plus intuition, and it's limited by your astral limit. Yeah.
so that's 8 dice. I'm just going to roll the thingy.
Yeah.
4 successes.
Okay, so you go onto the astral plane, and you can see the trailer park ahead of you. Obviously, you can't see anything inside it because they're grayed out, and you would have to actually go into them and sort of like stick your head into each one of them. You perceive no mana barriers. There's no lodges or any magical protection up. But with 4 successes, you do get this unnerving feeling that you're being watched. And as you sort of like look around, you notice that high up on the roof of one of the buildings, there is an astral mage or a shaman stood up there looking down at you, and he or she is scanning where Billy Bob and FaZe were in the alleyway, your body there, and it looked like it's just sort of like following you around. As you look up and notice it, you almost like catch a grin on its face, and then it literally goes and just sort of like, as if it's sort of like, as if it's sort of like sucked back, and it disappears.
Okay. Would I be able to tell if it was there anyway, watching the trailer park, or if he was just passing and he saw me appear and that's why he was watching me?
What?
Or is that just a...
What you've got what I've given you.
Okay, that's right then. In that case, can I sort of like, bearing in mind that I'm aware that there's a mage around, can I just sort of like poke my head into each of the traders looking for Qi Yang, or what I would perceive to be Qi Yang?
Yeah. So this is going to take. There's 9 trailers, so it's going to take you a good 10 minutes to go around and have a look in each one of them. Some of the people will be asleep because it's like the early hours of the morning now. So some of them you might not be able to get a total look at, but you sort of like work your way round. You get to by the time you finish about 10-15 minutes of scouting around and looking into trailers, you notice that out of the nine, 3 of them were empty, and the rest had either 1 or 2 people in them, but none of them, quite a few of them so there's 6 left over. Out of the 6, 4 were all males and were not of Asian ethnicity at all. So you sort of like ruled them out. And then the other 2 had females in them. One had quite a lot of cats in there with her. And sort of like the cats, because the cats have this unnerving sense of, like most animals do, of astral projections. And it was interesting, once you stuck your head in that one, they all went, hmm? And several of them went, like that. And the final female one, there was just this woman just sort of like lying on the back. You notice that she obviously has curlers in and a hairnet on, and she's lying flat on her back with her mouth open going like that.
Okay. So I haven't really found any sign of Qi Yang at all then. Summarize.
What you've got is what I've given you.
Okay. So that was what. So I'm just running through it in my head. So that was 2. Cool. Okay. In that case, I'm going to sort of like make my way back to my body and proceed to tell the other 2 guys what I've seen, what I've found, including the fact that I was spotted by another mage or shaman, and who grinned and then disappeared. I'm going to say, I think he was watching the trailer park, but he was definitely sort of like tracking my progress. And he saw where the alley I came from, and he saw you guys, and that sort of thing. And
I'll say to Carrot, were you spotted or were you followed?
I don't know. He was already there. And then as I was sort of like exploring, I saw him, and he grinned at me and then disappeared, obviously going back to his body.
So you were hired by Mr. Johnson to provide magical support?
I was, yes.
Right. Did you eliminate the magical threat at the Ugly Coyote?
At the Ugly Coyote, I didn't see a magical threat, I don't think.
That is correct. You weren't aware of any magical threat.
There was a mage there.
There was a mage, yeah.
Even I felt it, and I'm not magically active.
It's just the way you stand.
Hopefully they followed you rather than following us. If they followed us, they've got the apartment location.
Dun, dun.
No. Billy Bob, did you have all your stuff at FaZe's apartment?
No. It's
I think you do, because otherwise you live on the street, so otherwise it's on the street with the rats.
I do live on the street, but no,
Under a couple
my
of pizza boxes.
gun was
I think it's all at
the
FaZe's
assault
house.
rifle. The assault rifle was at
It wasn't at BJ's. We moved it first adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all at FaZe's.
It's fine.
I
It's
thought
fine.
we left it there. All right, okay.
It's fine. Right.
I thought it was still
FaZe,
at
FaZe,
BJ's.
do you have building insurance or content insurance or anything? No.
Of course, the best. Right. Mark on the. Give me a location to the woman with the cats.
Okay, I'm going to move you onto the map.
I was saying that too.
Oh, sorry.
I'll bring up the tactical display.
Okay, so I know you're not where you are at the present moment in time. Okay. These are 8 of the 9. So there is another one that's sort of like off the map.
Oh, they're being that one.
But it's the one that had a guy in it with a beard, and who's obviously not the ones that you wanted. Which?
Give me the information again, Carrot. What did each one have in?
3 of them were empty.
So
Right.
hang on.
We'll
look.
mark those off.
Okay, got that.
Yeah.
There was 2 with women in it, one of which had a woman and some cats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is woman. This is woman plus cat.
And then the other 3 sort of like just had men in it, wasn't it?
But none of
There was-
Asian origin.
There was 4 with guys in. So
But
this,
none of them matching Li Chang's. Right. Okay. We're going to go.
Can you see that, guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go woman with cats. Woman. Those are the 2 that we're going to check. We can only assume, seeing that you didn't see Chi Yang, that we're going to have to see whether or not we can actually find Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
and get the information. I'm going to go with the cat woman first because I don't think Lucy Lou's the type of person that would have curlers in.
Can I scout round the empty ones? Can I just have a walk round, seeing if there's any like curtains open that I can see into or anything?
Yeah. Okay then. So what does while Billy Bob's doing that, what does Faze and Carrot want to do?
What's Billy Bob doing?
He's
I'm
walking.
going around the empty ones.
He's going to go around the 3 empty ones to see whether or not he can see in the trailers from outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Carrot, can you provide some type of early warning via magic for us?
In that case, I'll cast my my combat sense because that gives me dice on surprise tests, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Go for it. What
So I'm gonna
force are
cast
you?
that.
What force are you?
I'm going to do it at force 2. Just purely because that way I can sustain it.
Yeah, nice
I've
one.
learned that lesson.
Go for it. Roll it.
No drain modifiers in the situation. There you go.
So yeah, you get 3. So the drain is 2. You get 3. So you manage to withstand it. You resist the drain. So you've now got combat sense up and running and being sustained by your what's it called? A focus thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Your positive quality.
Focus
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah, focus concentration.
Positive quality. Yeah.
Is that going to inform us of if this mage comes back?
No, it gives him. It means that he can't.
I was
get...
asking him.
Oh, sorry.
Shh.
By casting the spell, so it's like I get slight warning if anything like surprising happens, that sort of stuff. But it's just me, and I'll yell when I see something or feel something.
So when Billy Bob's going round looking in through these empty ones, I'm going to go to the first one with the cat on. I tell you, is there windows on either side with, say, curtains or anything?
Yeah, there's windows on either side, and the door is here.
Okay, so can I? Is there any way
Billy
to
Bob,
see through the windows? Or...
Billy Bob, can you just make a perception roll, please?
Don't know. Can I?
You should be able to.
Oh, click on me. Why is that not working?
What are you doing?
I can click on the green one on this, can't I?
It's not worth doing it. You might as well just put how many dice you're rolling in and click on the use the dice roller.
So perception 3.
Cool. Okay, yeah, you go round all the all the empty ones, and the curtains appear.
You're rolling 8 dice for perception. Big.
Oh, it says 3.
No, that's your perception skill probably.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But you're adding on, I think, is it logic or something as well?
On the sheet. Perception 8. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Intuition, it logs on.
Yeah. Yeah, your intuition's 5.
8.
Yeah, you go around all the empty ones, and you notice when you pass this one that there's definitely a woman snoring in there, but all the rest, the curtains seem to be closed. You give the door a gentle test, and they all seem to be locked from the outside. So, or from the inside, you can't really tell, but there seems to be no sound from inside them or anything like that.
I'll ask Carrot subvocally from a microphone whether or not.
Carrot and Big, can you, Billy Bob, sorry, can you move your characters to where you are? Are you staying where you are at the present moment in time, or you're away from phase, or what?
Oh no, I'm gonna. I'm gonna be here. If he's there.
Sorry, Carrot. Sorry, phase.
Standing back there.
I'm going to ask Carrot whether or not he has any idea on how old these two women were, whether or not he can tell that astrally.
Would I be able to do that?
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably
we're
both.
Probably looking for somebody.
These are both
early 20s, early to mid 20s.
No, he thinks they were both middle aged.
Okay. So it's quite early, isn't it? I can't remember. Did you say if any of the ones in the traders were actually awake? The people in the traders, or were they all asleep?
No, they were all absolutely fast asleep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go over to the...
Sorry, Face, can you just make a perception roll, please? And then let me know what armor you have on.
I have 2 successes and I have armor clothing on, which
fantastic.
Is
okay,
rating 6.
You notice in the door just ahead of you, a little flap opens down at the bottom, and this cat comes out.
What type is it?
It just looks like a normal moggy, a normal sort of like tabby tortoiseshell cat. It sort of like comes out and looks around and goes, meow.
I'll stroke it.
And it bursts into a Sasquatch. It sort of like starts to push itself against you and against your leg, and wrap its tail around your leg.
Right, I'm going to leave that trailer.
You just make Billy Bob stay away from it, because you know what he's like with small animals.
I start twitching.
He just tends to shoot them.
I'm going to go to the top left-hand trailer, the first empty one.
Yeah.
Is the lock okay on it? It hasn't been forced or anything like that?
No. It's just literally a simple card lock, and that's it. Carrot and Billy Bob, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna stay on the edge here.
You're always
out
on
in the
edge.
open.
Say again, sorry.
So I'm gonna be like right on the corner here, so not like in the open, but so just like in cover.
Okay, Carrot, what are you doing?
Can I?
Yeah, because that's where you need to be, Billy Bob. Roughly, that's why I was asking what Carrot was doing, because Carrot's going to have to move to let you in there.
Okay. I'm just trying to think. Is there something I can do? Not do what I've just done, so like not go into the astral form, but can I sort of like become aware to see if there was any?
You can astrally percept. So you just switch your senses, and then you get -2 to anything that you do in the normal plane.
Okay. Can I do that and just see if just have a quick scout around to see if I can feel the mage that I saw earlier?
Yeah, when you're astrally perceiving, you don't leave your body. You just switch your senses. So you see where you are. You're just looking onto the astral plane.
Yeah, well,
it's very much like when Bilbo puts on the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's still in one place, but he's seen a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah. That also opens me up to being attacked astrally, doesn't it? Or
no,
does that happen?
There's no channel made. It's just you.
Apart from your foci.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have one. It's more that you're just almost like you're dueling between the two, but you would see another mage coming if you were astrally percepting. But if you weren't, then the mage could be stood here.
I can see him.
And you couldn't see him because because that trailer is physical and it's still physical in the real world. Yeah. But what you couldn't pop your head through the trailer door. You're limited by the physical presence of the physical world, but you're actually perceiving astrally.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to.
Do you want? Sorry, Chuck Worker. Just 1 second. Carrot, do you want to stay there or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well. No, actually, I'm gonna move just to the edge so I can see up both ways of the what looks like the main walkway between all the trailers.
Billy Bob, do you want to move? Because now Carrot is blocking your line of sight going to the south.
Okay, I'm going to move across to the to over here then.
Yeah, good.
Sorry, Billy.
Yeah, good idea.
Mages.
Good idea.
I'm young. I'm not used to this sort of thing.
Excellent. Okay, FaZe, what would you like to do?
I'm going to fill these other two in on my thoughts at the moment.
Go for it.
Which are the males? We're going to rule them out because they're not Asian.
Yeah.
I'm going to rule the two females out as well because they're the wrong age as far as I'm concerned to be Lucy Lou.
Okay.
So that probably means I'm working on the principle that they've been and gone. So they might have been in one of these empty trailers.
Yeah, that's
so I want to find the information that we can to see whether or not we can get the next lead. If Billy Bob can provide support on the mundane, and if Carrot can do support,
cool,
whatever he does, and I'm going to see whether or not we can start getting into these trailers without making too much of a commotion.
Yeah.
Get the information that we want and move on.
Okay, sounds good. What would you like to do?
So he's got a maglock on.
It's got. Sorry, Kat. Did you want to?
I was just going to say, have we noticed if any of the trailers have got names on them, or they're just all numbers?
You wouldn't have seen that from the astral, and
no, I mean, normally would we have seen that? I'm asking out of character, if you know what I mean.
If you walked around, you could see what's on each one of them. If you asked specifically to see that, yeah, that would be fine.
Can I?
It's a keypad lock, and it's quite old-fashioned, as are the trailers. So there's no actual data jack plug on it. It's not connected to a host.
Can I remember which ones of these were connected up to the... had Wi-Fi running on from them?
Roll your memory skill.
What does it go down onto?
You have it.
Right, sorry, memory, yes. Yeah. When I find it, memory. 5 successes.
Oh, wow.
Photographic memory, is it?
No, Billy. That's BJ, Billy Bob, who had the photographic memory. I think. I don't. Is that right?
Yeah. BJ had photographic memory.
Because otherwise, I would have just told him straight off because he would have remembered it. But five successes is good. Well done. So I'll tell you the actual the ones that. What do you?
Any of the empty ones still connected up to the?
This one that you're outside actually showed no internet connection at all. Okay, the women one, the ones with the women in did, and all the male ones did, and well, basically the 3 empty ones that you can see at the moment, those are the ones that didn't appear to have any internet connection. Now, whether or not, remember, that could be one of 3 things or 2 things. or three things. Yeah, number one, they didn't have it. Number two, it wasn't active, or number three, it was hidden.
Right.
Because you would have had to do a perception check to specifically look for hidden connections to actually.
I'm going
spot
to
that.
go into augmented reality, and I'm going to look. I mean, it's 100-meter range, so I'm going to pick up a whole load of stuff.
Yeah, you're going to have. Are you searching for specifically hidden ones?
Yeah, I want to see whether or not there's anything broadcasting, anything hidden in these trailers, basically.
Okay, so you're going to have a bit of whatchamacallit, aren't you? Noise modifiers. It's up to 100 meters, so that's 0. You're going to have a bit of connection here because it's quite a sort of like a commercial area, but it's probably switched off a lot of the things. Although metroplexes don't normally switch off. So let's say that you have. Are you going in AR?
Yeah.
So you have. Do you have modifiers for that already? If you go in AR, or is that just for your initiative?
I'd have to have a look. See, and then. Oh, that's yours. That's the wrong one. I think I linked it in. I stuck it in your Discord, didn't I?
I'm just quickly looking at. Okay, let's just say, and until we get to keep it going, let's just say that you've got a -2 dice modifier due to the noise because you're actually wireless at the moment.
Okay, so I've got a my matrix perception's 8.
Okay, so roll 6 dice then.
Okay, and I've got a limit of 4 on it.
3 successes. Okay, so out of the 3, you actually get the information on all 3 of them. The one that you're actually outside actually has an internet connection, and it's actually been hidden. And when you look at it, just roll your hardware or computer, whichever one you want to go with.
I think they're both on the same thing.
Okay, go for it.
I've got a modifier.
No. Nice.
4 successes.
Yeah. You actually think it's it's really a powerful connection in this trailer, and it has been purposefully hidden. So it's been hidden, and compared to all the others, the other 2 ones, by the way, the one that Carrot's next to actually has no connection at all. You don't think it has a connection. The one down below, just underneath your 4 on a dice. That one.
Right.
You think that one's probably turned off. There's a slight hum from it.
I'm going to highlight on the tactical display. I'm going to highlight this trailer.
Okay.
And
so Carrot and Billy Bob, you see it flick up onto your retina and onto your into your cyber eyes.
I'm going to call Billy Bob over.
He's right next to you.
I know. So he's right close. So I can whisper in his ear.
Yeah, you do have subdermal talk, by the way.
I do. He doesn't.
All right.
I'm going to tell him to
come closer, Billy Bob.
See whether or not he can force the door open by sticking his hand razor in the gap and prizing it open.
Oh.
Let's give that a bash.
Oh, hope nothing snaps.
Please be a dog in there.
Okay, so
Unless he can think of another way of opening it without making too much noise.
do you have any explosives, Billy Bob? That might do the trick.
No.
Throw a
I
cat
was,
through the
thinking
window.
about putting explosives under all the vehicles that's got people in.
Yeah.
Taking them out of the equation and then ripping the door off. No, well, I'll try it that way.
Okay, then.
Unless the windows are
You're probably easier going through a window. Because
right.
basically what I'm going to ask you to do is that I'm going to give the door a number of successes. So, for example, if it was a really flimsy door, I might say, as long as you get one success, you can get through it. You know, so the windows are going to have less successes needed to open them. Well, this door is going to, it looks pretty sturdy to both of you. You know, so it might need 2 successes, it might need 4, it might need 6, it might need 8, it might need 10.
Okay, so we'll try the window.
Okay, hang on, let me just pop it on for you so you can see where it is. So
can you actually see inside it?
There's a window. No, because there's curtains, aren't
Curtains up. Okay.
But can you? These are where the windows are.
Right.
Can you see those? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carrot, you can see nothing at the present moment in time. That mage doesn't seem to be around at all.
So
okay. Can I also be keeping an eye out to see if anyone's gonna enter or leave the main walkway, as if they're walking towards a trader or out of the trader or something like that as well, please?
That's absolutely fine.
Thank you.
I can't. That'll do. That's as close as I can get it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so
okay.
So roll your. Do you have unarmed combat?
Yeah, he's specialised.
Yeah, so roll that rather than your strength, because you'll be able to do some gada, and there's sort of like smash the window.
You'll be rolling 13.
13, isn't it?
Yeah, because you'll use your hand razor, see, to.
Come on, baby, daddy wants a Porsche. I don't really want a Ferrari.
Is that it? 4.
4, yeah, 4 successes and only 4 for the glitch. Okay, so you see Billy Bobby goes like that, and his hand razor comes out and he goes boom and goes smash through the glass quite nicely, and it's sort of like.
Oh, he's not supposed to be going through the glass. He's supposed to be prizing it open.
Yeah,
he's not supposed to be making any noise.
I was laying off the noise. I was wedge it open. Not
okay, so he prizes his hand spur in and he goes boom like that, and the 4 successes literally takes this window off the actual. It's not actually.
And it falls to the floor and smashes.
No, well, it's more sort of like perspex because they're so old. So he just like whacks it open and sort of like it falls over inside because it'll naturally go inside rather than outside.
Can I make a noise like a cat? Go meow.
The cat is actually over here,
right.
brushing up against Carrot's legs.
Cool. Right, I'm going to go up to the window. I'm going to. Can I see over? Can I put my head through? Is it at a height that I can have a quick look? Nice cat.
Is there something up with this cat? Could you just stomp it?
I bend down to give it like a little scratch behind the ear.
Oh, it gets really excited. It goes,
you know, see.
You probably
He's going to be a cat shaman. It's going to eat you.
Billy Bob, you can probably.
Not if I'm nice to it.
You can probably hump phase up through this if you want. You can probably.
I can. I've got athletics. I'm going to
go for it then.
I'm going to forwards roll through it.
Go for it. Roll your roll. 0 successes. 0 successes. 0.
Oh, please glitches me.
I got a success.
Yeah, you do manage to get on through the window. You catch your leg as you come through it, so you do sort of like fall down onto the floor on the other side. Luckily, there's a bit of a chair there, but you just sort of like hit it and fall off. You don't injure yourself, but you got a bit of a bruise down your left hand side. You are now
-2 to everything.
You are now inside.
Okay, can I maneuver myself towards the door and release the maglock?
Yeah. Carrot, can you make a perception roll, please?
Yeah.
Something about Carrot.
Is your sensing?
Oh, my sensing.
Yeah, because you're in astral, aren't you?
Yep. Cool. So that's 8 dice.
Cool.
5 successes.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's definitely a cat. I'm going to open the door slightly just so that Billy Bob can actually see that it's open. What's in here? I want to start. There's a hidden device. Can I locate any? What do you call it?
Yeah, well, hang on. I'll tell you. Do you both have... what kind of eyes do you have?
I've got low light
see
with
in the
flare
dark.
compensation.
Me, I've got low light as well because of my contacts.
Yeah, Carrot, you're fine because you're outside. But there's not a huge amount of light in here to actually magnify at the present moment in time, Billy Bob and FaZe.
Not even coming through the window. That's.
Well, there is a slight amount, but not a huge.
Can I locate the light switch from that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I would just assume that once you came back, you put the window back up and closed the curtains on it, because otherwise it's going to look a bit obvious if anybody came by.
Okay, is there a light switch?
Yes, there is.
Before you do that, can I just ask a question? In Wills, am I looking in the right direction to see them? And
yes, you are.
I'm assuming that's being fed to FaZe through my image link.
No, it's not because
It's not.
because you're perceiving astrally.
Oh, okay.
So it can't.
I haven't got subvocals, have I? In that case, I'm going to quickly, using a free action, do a quick text message to FaZe saying I can see a male and a female walking up towards us up the main walkway.
Just from where you are there, you are visible.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, then. You hear from what you hear that message from Carrot, guys, and yes, there is the light. You switch on the light, and this trailer is not what you thought it would look like. To start off with, FaZe, there's quite a nice sort of like laptopy deck in over in the corner with a roll monitor stuck to the wall. It's very clean in here. It's very precise in here. Everything's sort of like tidied up. There's flowers on the table. There's no dirty pots in the sink. Everything seems to be put away. There is a double bed in the corner, but it's all sort of like nice and neat and tidy. All the cupboards are closed, but everything looks quite spick and span. And you hear the comment from Carrot.
I'm going to ask him whether or not he's got a description of the two people.
Can I, from
Billy Bob, get the light. Turn the light off.
I know I'm perceiving, but I can still see with my normal eyes. Can I sort of like look at the couple coming up the road, and do I recognise the male?
You're perceiving astrally, so you can see that one's male and one's female. You figure that they're both in their early 20s, and you definitely think that they are. One is definitely Asian.
Okay. Can I switch from like out of astral what should we call it, and look normally, and can I see them? Obviously I can see them. I mean, am I close enough to recognize the Asian male as what's his name? Yang. Chi Yang.
Is this through astral?
Normal, if I can swap.
Are you switching back?
Yeah.
Yeah. It matches his picture exactly. You can see. You should be able to see them now on the map.
I feels like whilst I'm bending down to scratch the castle, I quickly type a quick message to FaZe saying it's them. They're on their way towards us.
Okay.
Or it's him, should I say? It's Chi Yang. Him. He's coming up to. He's making his way towards us.
Okay. FaZe and Billy Bob, what do you like to do?
I'll send a message under the comms saying, "Don't let them see you. We'll grab them as they come in." I'll tell Billy Bob to get on one side of the door. I'll get on the other side of the door.
Okay, just move yourselves.
We'll make sure that the door's closed.
Yeah. Do you want to move yourselves?
Oh, that's a window, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's it. That's the door. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's quite safe to say that they've already seen me, haven't they?
Oh yes. Yeah. Most
Yeah. So I'm going to stay where I am, stroking the cat.
Yeah.
So hopefully they ignore me.
Okay. Who's grabbing the first person?
I'm going to grab the person.
Which
Billy
way
Bob
does
is.
the door open? Does it
out
towards me?
No. All trailer doors open outwards for space.
Outwards.
So
right.
It literally will go this way.
This way. So you're best jumping out first then.
I don't think he's jumping out.
No, we're going to wait till they come in.
That's what I mean.
I'll take the first person that comes through the door.
You're taking the first person, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So that will leave Billy Bob for the second person.
I'm hoping that the first person is going to be Lucy.
It is most definitely. So you grab her, and what do you wish to do with her? Are you grabbing her and pulling her out the way, or?
Yeah, I'm grabbing her and I'm pulling her towards me, and towards the inside the trailer.
Okay then. So you
just to clear the doorway for.
Yeah. Okay. So you need to make an unarmed combat check to try to subdue her. If you remember how Big B did in the flat.
Right. It was more of a just drag her out the way.
That is it.
Okay.
So in order to grab hold, remove her out, that's your subduing action.
Right.
So
okay, I don't have unarmed combat.
So a default onto your strength then.
Okay.
Right. Hang on. Let me just roll this.
Do I get surprise?
Sorry, that's no successes for me because she only has a strength of 1. So you grab her and then move her to one side, and then Billy Bob, you need to roll your unarmed combat to grab Chi Yang.
No, you're rolling one less. You 2 less dice. You're only rolling 11 because you're not using your hand razor to grab them.
That could be a bit dicey.
You're using unarmed, which is 11 dice, rather than hand blade, which is 13.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, you also grab Chi Yang. You assume FaZe that you have Lucy Lou, because the guy that Billy Bob actually has hold of is definitely I can't get rid of the dice on this screen.
You have to click on the actual map itself.
I am doing.
If it's broken, it's Big B's fault. They were his dice.
Yeah, I think it's because that 4, one of the 4 is on top of one of the other things. Hang on, what I'll do, I'll just switch to another map and then come. No, they're on every single map now.
No. Hell in a handcart.
I need to. Come on.
Oh, they're showing up on you.
Yeah,
Oh, they are. They're showing up.
Come on. I'm trying to shift them off.
Can you clear them off, Billy Bob, if you click on the map, or they're not on yours anymore?
They're not on mine anymore. They're cleared off. All I've done was just click on the map, and they just disappeared.
Hang on, I'll log out and come back in again.
I was going to say, just try zooming out a bit.
No, it's. I need to redo it. It shouldn't be a problem.
Never say that it shouldn't be a problem.
There you go. There you go. Okay, I'm back in. Cool. Okay, yeah, so you definitely have who you assume to be Lucy Liu, and Billy Bob has Chi Yang. Okay, what would you like to do?
I'm going to push her towards a chair, say sit down, whilst hitting the light switch.
Okay.
So that we can actually see what we're doing.
I
tell Billy Bob to get the door.
She says, he's still got a hold of Chi Yang at the moment. Remember that door opens outwards, so somebody would have to lean outside and pull it shut. She says,
I've crossed. Sorry, can I interrupt and just say I've now crossed over and I've pushed the door shut from the outside.
Okay.
And I've switched to actually perceiving as well, so I can keep an eye out actually from the outside.
Okay. The cat follows you over.
And
Okay.
I've stroked it again.
Lucy, this person who you think is Lucy Liu says, What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't touch my lovely Chi Yang. Leave him alone.
I'll tell her to sit down and shut up.
Billy Bob, what do you want to do with Chi Yang, please?
So
you've got hold of him at the moment. And is it just a fond embrace, or?
Is there any other chairs or the bed?
You can throw him on the bed if you would like to.
Oh yeah. Face down. Go.
Okay, so Chi Yang's on the bed. You notice that Lucy Liu, despite runs over and joins Chi Yang on the bed, and she goes, "Don't take him, please don't take him." Chi Yang says, "Fear not, Lucy Liu. If they're for me, they will have to take me. Save yourself. Save yourself."
I'll say to Chi Yang, it's simple. Your dad wants a word. We're taking you back to the clicking chopsticks.
No, this is Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu says, "No, don't leave me. I love you. I love you, Chi Yang. We don't need his money. We can live here. We can live here together forever." Chi Yang says, "Hush, my darling. Hush. Hush. Do not fret. It'll be all right."
Are you ready to go?
I am not leaving here. I am staying here with my
Who's this
beloved.
one? Can you do different voices for
that
each
is
one?
obviously Chi Yang. Chi Yang's the calm one.
I'll say to him, one way or another, you're coming with us.
You will have to take me screaming and kicking from here.
Billy Bob?
I'll pay you. I'll pay you to leave and pretend that you know nothing.
Know nothing about what?
About me and my love.
I want to know where he's been.
Lucy Lou says to Chi Yang, she says, "Oh, I love you, Chi Yang. I love you. I don't love your business. I don't love the money that you will inherit. I only love you. Please stay with me. Don't go back. Don't go back to that life. Don't go back. It's not worth it. Stay here because I love you so much."
Is there a separate room in this place that we can stick her?
It's
like
all-
a small toilet?
Well,
An airtight cupboard?
There is, but you're going to physically have to manhandle her, and you think Chi Yang is going to probably put up a fight.
Okay, I'll tell her that if she doesn't want any harm to come to Chi Yang, to be quiet.
She just sort of like huddles closer to him and sort of like wraps her arm round his arm, and Chi Yang says, "I am staying here. I am not going away. I will pay you."
We're already being paid to take you back to have a word with your
I will
with your
pay
father.
more.
We don't negotiate for another job when we're already on one. Our job is to take you back to see your father. Once you've had a chat with him, you can go about your business.
He would take me away. He will ban me for seeing my beloved Lucy Lou.
That's between you and him.
Please.
Nothing to do with us.
Please, do not take me. Just say that you couldn't find me. Or say that you found evidence that we have run away together.
Maybe you should man up and tell your dad yourself.
I cannot. He will take me back. He will take me back. And I will never see my beloved Lucy Lou again.
What do you mean take you back to the restaurant? You've got your own business.
No, he would take it all off me. He will take everything and not let me out of his sight before. Again, you do not know what he's like.
I don't need to know what he's like.
My only hope is to disappear. And to be with my Lucy Lou.
Well, maybe once you've had a word with him, then you'll be able to disappear. But our job is to take you back.
It will be the end.
And that's what's going to happen.
It will be the end. I will lose everything. I will lose my business. I will lose my love. I would lose everything.
Well, sell it.
I will pay
Unlucky.
you. I will pay you. Name your price. Name your price.
Your
We're
business.
not renegotiating.
5,000 credits. I have 5,000 credits.
Are you ready to go, or are you going to be taking Lucy Lou with you?
Lucy Lou sort of like huddles even closer. 6,000.
We're leaving in 30 seconds.
I will
make your choice whether or not
Try and
she's
knock him
coming
out.
or not.
I will sell my business. I will sell my business and give you 8,000 credits.
Your business is worth more than 8,000 credits. That cyberdeck over in the corner.
I will sell
Is
it
worth-
all. I will sell it all.
Can I please knock him out?
I will sell it all. All my shares, all my contacts, everything.
I'm going to send I'm going to ask Carrot, so vocally, whether or not either of these two are magically active.
No, Longshanks, there weren't.
No, they weren't.
Right.
I messaged back. No, they're not. Sorry.
All right. Grabbing Billy Bob, we're off.
I grab him.
Okay, you need to make an unarmed combat check.
What?
Your dice rolls are absolutely pants.
Use edge. Use edge to re-roll some of them.
Do you wish to edge the roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
No, don't waste age.
This is
You only have one.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. Keep
I
it
don't know.
for when you're going to die.
But
What do you mean when I'm going to die?
but he hasn't succeeded in his because the opposed test also has one. So as he goes to grab Chi Yang sort of like flails around the place. So he has he'll either need to do it again and have -2 to his dice roll because he's repeating the action, or edge that roll.
Okay, I'm -2 it.
Okay then?
Would it be easier if I just punch him, knock him out, and then throw him
No,
over my
because you
shoulder?
kill people when you punch them.
I use a free action to send a message saying, "Are you guys all right?"
Sorry,
I can
That's
knock
not
them out if
12.
needed.
That's not 12, sorry.
How many?
I was like, what?
Okay, so you grab him again and you manage to get 4 successes, so you've got tight hold of him now. You have an option what you do now if you remember subduing. FaZe and Billy Bob and Carrot outside. Lucy Lou is now screaming at the top of her voice. Carrot, you notice that the cat turns around and literally scarpers when this screaming goes off, and she's sort of like pounding her fists at you, Billy Bob. So like, let him go, like that. So Billy Bob, you have a choice now. You can either
Kick her in the face.
well, no, because you actually got hold of Chi Yang. So if you
Okay.
wish, you can inflict stun damage on Chi Yang, like you did with the guy in the
Okay.
So your damage value will be your strength.
Oh my.
No, hang on. You don't want to subdue him. You want to get him towards the door. If he's unconscious, we can't do anything with him. We can't take him on a bus. We can't pretend he's one of these, sort of like blowy up doll things that they take on stag do's. He needs to be conscious. We need to.
I message both FaZe and Billy Bob again, saying, "Do you guys need any help? Because I've got some spells which could sort this out if you need it."
Do you want to make a perception roll, Carrot, please? This is
Astral.
But we
I've
can't,
still got
we
me
can't have him. The thing is, we can't have him going down the street kicking and screaming either.
correct. Just do your normal perception roll.
normal perception.
Yeah.
Okay. 2.
2. You notice, Carrot, that in the trailer directly opposite you and the woman with the cat one, you can see that there's lights started to come on. Yeah, Lucy Lou's screaming is certainly drawing attention
Okay.
around here. So Billy Bob, hang on, Billy Bob,
Sorry.
you have various options. Okay, once you're holding Chi Yang, you can either strengthen your grip on him, i.e. get more successes. You got 4 at the moment, which is quite good. You could subdue him, i.e. you can stun him and do stun damage to him, which will knock him unconscious, or you can put him down on the floor and knock him prone. It's up to you.
Right.
Or you can let him go. Okay, so before you do that, FaZe, what would you like to do? Because you just got the message from Carrot asking whether or not you want him to come in or not. Do you want to reply to that message?
Yeah, I'll say come in and take care of Loopy Lou.
Okay.
In which case, I'm going to move in as quickly as I can, opening the door or closing the door. And before I've even closed the door behind me, I'm going to cast Thought Control on Loopy Lou.
Okay.
That's right.
Go for it.
I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to do it. So I want to use those whatchamacallits. The name's gone out of my head now. What they're called? Reagents. Yeah.
So the first
Sorry.
thing you need to tell me is what force you're going to put behind on the spell.
Let's go force 5, but if I can use 5 reagents for the spell, if that's how it works.
So you're going force. No, you decide on the force, and then you add reagents on it to increase the limit, so you get more successes. So if you're doing for example, if you choose to do force 2, then the number of successes you can possibly get, the maximum number of successes you can get is 2, because it's limited by your force. If you choose to use 5 reagents, then you do a force 2 spell, but the maximum successes you can get is now 5, because the reagents replace that.
Okay, in that case, I'll cast this at force 2, but use 6 reagents.
So,
that's all right. I'm marking those off.
Okay, so hang on. Just think about it. How many dice will you be rolling?
I assume it's my normal 12.
Yeah, that's fine. So because you just need to think about how many dice you're actually rolling. Remember that you're actually astrally perceiving at the moment.
Yeah.
So you'll have -2 for that, because you're going between 2 planes. So you'll be rolling 10 dice.
So can I switch out of that then, as I go through the door?
But in which case
it's pointless inside.
Yeah, but in which case it takes a simple action to switch back, and so your spell is a complex action. So you won't be able to do
one
it.
Or the other.
You'll have to do it next round. So
okay, no, that's fine. I'll cast the spell while still having the astral perception. I'll just roll 10 dice.
Okay.
So that means I've got to do a custom roll, haven't I?
No. It's fine, because I'll be able to see your successes.
Okay.
So no matter what.
If I cast it at force 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm going to use the 6 reagents.
So really, you can have up to 6 successes on it. So if you just roll it, we'll be able to tell how many you've got.
There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that's got 6 successes now, and you resist the drain on it. So that's absolutely fine. So is that sustained then?
I presume it is. Yeah.
So now you would be, control. What is it called? Control
thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, control thoughts. So
so it's sustained. So now you're at -2 to anything that you do.
Okay. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use that to instantly just calm her down, and let her do. And she's going to let us take Qi Yang.
Yeah, hang on. You need to use it like a command spell. So you need to tell her. It says
die.
The magician mentally gives commands with a standard action, and the target is compelled to obey them. So what are you saying to her?
To calm down and let us take Qi Yang, and not do anything, and then not call the police or the security systems or anything like that, and just wait in her apartment.
Cool.
For a few days. Obviously still doing normal stuff, such as drinking, eating,
until she
breathing.
dies.
That sort of stuff.
Still to hold a breath.
Okay, so I get a roll against it, don't I?
You do, yeah.
Which is probably the force of the spell.
No, it's my logic and willpower put together. And how many successes? You got 6 successes.
I got 6.
Yeah. So I get nothing. So all of a sudden, Lucy Lou just goes limp, and just stands there and says, "Goodbye, my love." goodbye. Billy Bob, you feel Chi Yang sort of like lurch towards her as you pull him away.
I ask him, can he do the same for him?
I think he's
Let's
asking.
just
I think
Carrot.
he's.
get
Is he
him
asking
out.
me? Am I allowed? Obviously, I'd have to cast another spell. But if I stop sustaining that spell, does she instantly go back to how she was, or is that
Correct.
thought now implanted?
No,
Okay.
she only has it while you're sustaining that spell.
Okay.
And it also requires line of sight, does it not?
Yeah. So as soon as I say I can, but it's going to be really hard on me. But as soon as I leave the thing anyway, she's going to
Okay, don't worry about
gonna
it.
follow
we're
us
just
and make
just
commotion
gonna
again.
walk out.
Hang on, as soon as we leave, she's going to come out of it.
It's line of sight, isn't it? Unless we take
Well,
we'll take her with. If we take her with us,
How
then
about
she's still
if-
going to have it with us. If you know what I mean.
It might have been better to do it on Chi Yang and then knock her out. You see
Yeah,
what I mean?
maybe.
Because that would have been the way around I would have done it. Control thought Chi Yang, because then you could just say calmly come with us. And he would have just
Well,
can't
how about Carrot stays there until we get out?
forever.
Ever. Or you could just knock her out now that she's calm, and then I can stop the spell, and then do the thought control on Chi.
God, this is hard work.
This is taking too long. Right. Let's get Chi Yang out. You wait in until you get a message from us saying that we're clear of the trailer park.
Yeah.
We'll give you an area where we're going to meet and we'll do it that way. Let's get Chi Yang out of here and let's head towards public transport.
Okay, so Chi Yang.
Threaten him if you need to.
Yeah, I mean, Chi Yang is not coming quietly, just so you know. Do you have intimidation, Billy Bob?
I don't think so. Let me just check. No, I can't see it.
No. So he's not.
Okay, I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up to him.
Do you
I'm going
have
to go up to.
Do you have intimidation?
No, but I'm going to put it in words that he can understand.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him that our friend, and point to Carrot, is going to wait here with Lucy Lou.
Yeah.
If he does not come quietly, then
No.
He's gonna
Lucy
kill
Lou
him.
is going to have an unfortunate accident.
I don't believe you said that, FaZe. How nasty.
Yes.
When we are away from the place and heading towards his father, I will make a call and Lucy Lou will be okay.
Okay.
Those are his two choices. He can either go with that now or he can watch as my friend, pointing to Billy Bob, takes out his gun and shoots Lucy Lou in the head.
And I'll do it too.
Okay. His eyes get extremely wide, really wide, and you notice that he breaks out into a sweat, and the color drains from his face as he looks at you, FaZe, in sheer disbelief at what you're actually saying, but just quietly, with a bit of a tear forming in his eye, nods his head.
Okay, we're heading out. We'll message you when we're getting towards an area that you can leave. Lucy.
Before we go, do you not want his laptop?
No, we're doing this. We should get this job over with and
Right.
Okay.
move on.
So where? Okay then. So where are you taking Chi Yang? Because it's
mean,
about
we-
it's about 3:00 in the morning now.
Okay, and 3:00 in the morning. Right. Okay, so what we've got? 9 hours.
How far away from the whatchamacallit Chopsticks restaurant is my apartment? Out of interest.
Half.
Is it quite far?
We said it's half.
Well, it's half an hour from Coyote Ugly and
It's
the-
about.
Oh, sorry,
It's
Kyle,
about.
yeah,
It's
sorry.
about half an hour from the chopstick place.
Okay. I ping FaZe my address and say, you can take him there because that's closer, but try not to mess the place up and stuff like that.
You'll have to give him. You'll have to give FaZe your security codes to let them get in.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give FaZe the security code because I can always change it later, can't I? So,
Okay. FaZe, you get a message from Carrot giving you a location of his apartment, complete with security codes to actually access the door.
Okay, I'll send a message back saying understood,
Okay.
and we're going to head there with Chi Yang because we've got 9 hours basically before we can take him to the
Clicking chopsticks.
clicking chopsticks
Yeah.
because that's open midday to 10 p.m. So we didn't have a contact number from Two Troll Johnson, did we?
Yes, you did, if you remember.
But was our thing to take him there?
Well, normally you would get back in touch with Mr. Johnson to say that your job has been completed and that you're ready to sort of like return or to hand over. Can you remember last time you did it, you got no answer?
Right.
You know, but this time you did get an answer. Carrot, you have a bit of a problem, you know, but you managed to get out the door, slam the door, and sort of like scarp her. You do hear her running after you, claiming to give back her love. But by the time you're doing that, you know, other people are up and about and sort of like start to get out to work, etc. So they sort of like soon start to calm her, and you sort of like head back to your apartment to meet up with FaZe and Billy Bob. Okay.
yeah. Could I have cast, once I release the spell, could I have cast Trid Phantasm on myself so her neighbours didn't know what I looked like? Obviously, she'll tell them, but
Yeah, by all means.
so they don't see like my actual face, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, go for it.
So to them, I look different, so that there's conflicting reports if the police get involved or anything.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to cast it at Force 2, but I'm going to use some of my reagents as well.
Okay. How many reagents are you casting out?
20.
I haven't got 20 with me now. I'll use 4.
Okay, go for it.
So yeah, that's
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, so you get your 4 successes. You actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually got 6 successes, but it'll be capped at the 4. And you resist the drain, which is absolutely fine. And you use up the reagents and transform the look of your face as you walk through the trailer park and out. Is there anything you guys would like to do before returning Chi Yang to the clicking chopsticks?
I just want to know why he did a runner, and what's where he's been all this time and that.
Chi Yang is just sort of like very downtrodden. He's very upset. He's very pale. He seems almost like, for want of a better word, he seems heartbroken and almost like afraid of what's to come.
Oh well, sucks for you.
I'm going to make my way back to my apartment to meet up with FaZe and Billy Bob. Once I've cleared the area, I'm going to release the Trid Phantasm spell on myself,
Cool.
so on my normal self. And then when I eventually arrive back at my apartment, I'm just going to say to FaZe and Billy Bob, it's all sorted. I'm just going to say it's all sorted and give a wink and make sure that Chi Yang can give my wink, but stay very non-committal about what's actually happened to her.
Cool. Okay, FaZe, is there anything that you would like to do before you return?
I don't think there is.
Okay, then.
I'm also going to resupply myself with my reagents, which I've got in my apartment, if that's right.
Cool, yeah. Okay, then. So I'll move time on rapidly. So you actually, 9 o'clock arrives the next day, and you sort of like take Chi Yang back to the clicking chopsticks, and you messaged beforehand Mr. Johnson to say that you're on your way, and he does meet you in the normal place, and you successfully hand over Chi Yang, who constantly keeps his head down and looks very distraught. The last thing you see of him is him sort of like heading off into the back kitchen, which is sort of like the room behind the restaurant, which you assume could be a kitchen or a different area, and sort of like goes through a door, and the door closes behind you. Mr. Johnson, Two Trolls Johnson, turns around to you and says, "Oh, I am so pleased that you have done this job so well." And he sort of, you almost like see him nod over to one of the trolls, who takes out a small data pad and presses a few buttons, and your comm links all bleep to say about the transfer of money to your runner accounts. As promised, the full amount of 1,500 goes into each one of your accounts. And Mr. Johnson turns to you all and says, "It's been a pleasure, and I hope it will be a pleasure that continues to happen in the near future. Can I call you mates?" And with that, you stand up and leave the clicking chopsticks, knowing that you have completed your first job successfully. Well done. Well done, people. Excellent. Anything
I thought it was going to be more drama than
1 for 1. Yeah.
Anything you would like? That's the this week's adventure over and done with. So you have successfully taken Chi Yang back. There will be a news update between now and the next start of the next adventure. Please remember that you've got various things that you might still want to tie up or inquire about between now and the next adventure. Remember, FaZe, you do have the deck, and did you take the deck?
I got the deck underneath the bed, and I've got the schematics, the blueprints for the
so
in
that's what
my
I was.
tooth.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. So you've got there that. Of course, Lucy Lou is still at large. You know, you don't know what she's doing or where she's going, etc. And there was, of course, the strange, the astral mage that was seen on top of the building that Carrot told you both about, or three of you about, including himself, that he saw when you were at the trailer park, and that's it. So I presume that are you going back to your place, FaZe and Billy Bob, or to Carrot's place?
We might as well go back to my place and.
I was going to ask FaZe if you can help me find a cheaper apartment.
Oh, bless.
I'll tell you what I could do, and this is only for you, Billy Bob.
Here we go.
You can share my apartment.
Oh, that's lovely.
because that will allow us to cut down on living expenses, and therefore it will help both you and me.
Yeah. Share the bathtub, share the shower, share the bed.
Share the soap.
Yeah.
It's very slippy.
And at least then we're in one location.
Okay, and what is Carrot? Are you staying in your apartment in Upper South Side?
I will do, but I'll ask for, as they know where mine is. I'll ask for just the location of phases, so I know where to find them if I need them. And I'm also going to change my my security locks and codes, because obviously I've given them to Phase. And although I've only met him for like a few hours.
Do you not?
I've known him for less than 12 hours, so you know.
No,
and you were for less than 12 hours, and you gave me the key to your door.
That's true.
More importantly, you gave a Decker the key.
Charisma 2.
Okay, guys, you get the following. You get 2 karma points because you survived the adventure, so well done. That's 2 karma points each. You also get 2 karma points because you successfully completed the mission, because you actually found Qi Yang and returned him to his father. So well done. That's a total of 4 karma points. And of course, you both get your 1,500 credits. And I'm not too sure, what did you do with the advance phase?
Well, the 1,500 credits for us included the advance.
Oh, right.
But we've got to, because we got 2,500 plus 500 advance. But we need to take off expenses before we split that.
Like travelling expensive?
Well, we've got the travelling expenses. We've also got the bribery money.
Yeah, so I'll leave that up to you guys to take that off and then share what you've got left. I mean, now that you're living together, you might just have a joint account. I don't know.
Well, or maybe I can pay the rent and he can pay the bills. You know, do it that way.
Yeah,
we'll work something out.
Whatever you can.
But it'll be a lot cheaper for us, because a low lifestyle is 2,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but if you're sharing, it's just plus 10% on.
Yeah, and that's 2,000 a month.
So that's 2,200 a month. So we're only paying 1,100 now each.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than paying 2.5.
Which I know is a lot more for you, Big, but at least you've got somewhere, because you weren't paying anything.
Yeah. So
what I'll do is I'll work out the cash.
And then
it's a bit bad, to be honest with you, because Carrot, of course, even though he didn't do anything on the run, he actually gets more money than we do.
Yeah, he gets 1,500 exactly.
Maybe we should go get him back and say, okay, we'll take your business instead.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's because he's a mage, see.
We're rare and expensive. What can I say?
But that does mean that you can up your costs in the future phase. Because if people pay more for a magician in a mage, then there you go. There's more bargaining power there. Okay, guys, let's bring the stream to an end for tonight, for this week's adventure of Shadowrun, and let's just finish off by telling people where you can find yourselves on social media and on Twitch, etc. And Billy Bob, you can go first.
Okay, so if you go to my Twitch page, you'll find all the links to my social media there. You can also catch me here in Will's stream on Saturday for D&D.
Correct.
Job done.
That is correct. Okay, and Chuggerwugger, you're next.
I'm Chuggerwugger. You can find me here on Tuesdays playing Shadowrun. And you can also find me occasionally in Inwells's channel on Twitch, where I moderate.
And a very good job you do of it as well.
Thank you very much. There was mention of a present, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything yet.
I'm just waiting for the discount.
Okay. Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have Twitter as well.
Yeah, actually.
And I think Longshanks followed me earlier on in the week.
I did.
I didn't follow him back then.
Has Big not followed you?
Big hasn't followed me now.
I didn't even know you had Twitter.
No, it's just, I've come to expect that. I did a spreadsheet and everything for him, a PDF with all these things on and
Typical.
Nothing.
You allow him to kip in your bed with you and use your shower. And
share the soap and
share
nothing.
the soap and that's it. And finally, Longshanks
pink
EPG.
Hi guys, I'm Longshanks EPG. You can find me at the moment in Inwell's stream on a Tuesday night. That's about it.
Excellent. And sometimes playing Total War. As well. Yeah, but not streaming. So, yes.
No, not at the moment.
My name's... Sorry, it sounded like somebody was going to the toilet there in the background.
Wasn't me.
My
My bag's not full yet.
Thank you. My name is, of course, Inwells, and thank you so much. I would just like to say thank you very much to all my subscribers who sub to me via Game Wisp. Thank you very much to them who keeps my stream going, to Erode, to Rideron, to Ben, to Summit, to Cryptex, to Meerhawk, and to Echoer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to my moderators, to Chuggerwugger, who's here tonight, but also to Gamer Guy and to Lost Dragon Claw. Thank you also very much to my helpers here tonight, to Big Beastie, Big Beastie, to Chuggerwugger, and to Longshanks EPG for coming along, because without them, then this wouldn't be an adventure at all. And thank you very much to people who have followed tonight, to Golden Cream or Golden Creme. Thank you very much for that follow. We will be back next Tuesday to see the next thrilling adventure of Shadowrun and see what happens. I will be back tomorrow night on my radio show for the Waffling Show at 8 o'clock GMT time. But don't forget to press that follow button, because I've got a couple of weeks off, so I'm doing bonus streams every now and again. So if you're around today, you might have seen a bit of Guild Wars 2 as I streamed it this afternoon for a couple of hours. So please press that follow button. It's fantastic to have you along every week. So please spread the word and come and see us next time. Okay, so I like to finish my streams off in a normal way. I just like to say, have fun, guys, and I'll catch you all later. And until then, consider yourself well and truly waffled. Have fun, guys. Bye.